Welcome to the West Quad Gymnasium for Game 2 of our doubleheader between the John Jay Bloodhounds and the Brooklyn College Bulldogs. I'm Adam Lockley with my broadcast partner John Perriente and Mark Alkin on the soundboard. Brooklyn College comes in with a record of 15 wins and 3 losses. John Jay comes in with a record of reverse, 3 wins and 15 losses. Last time these two teams met, Brooklyn College beat them back on December 6th at the Doghouse, 84-74. And John, what do you think that John Jay has to do in order to beat Brooklyn College? And the same thing for Brooklyn. What do they have to do to beat John Jay in this game?
Very good points, Adam. I think if you are the men's Bulldogs, and I talked about this for the past couple games, they have an amazing team that Rich McAuliffe's put together here. And I've seen stretches where this team can go on a run. They move the ball very fast. They're very good at finding open players. I think what they need to do, though, is finish a game.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen that 100% throughout the year. They play games where they play a good first half. They kind of struggle in the second half. Sometimes it's the other way around. They have a good first half but struggle in the second half or the other way. Either some shots are not falling, their three-point shots aren't falling. So you have to really look at how if the Bulldogs can finish a game, play a full 40 minutes, I think that'll be a big telling sign.
Yeah, Brooklyn College, a team that has to play well from wire to wire. Brooklyn College, the last time they played, I would say did a good job playing good defense without fouling. I say that because they held John Jay to 37% shooting from the field. And at the same time, John Jay only had 4 free throw attempts.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs did a very good job in that last meeting and really shutting down the three-point shooting, and they really shut down a lot of the free throws, as you said, Adam. And let's go to some of the leading scorers. Valon Jambalik led all scorers in that game with 19 points. Jambalik not available for today's game due to an ankle injury, so he will be out likely until next week. So he is inactive today. Jamel Gist had 11 points, Jai Kelman with 11, and then Lorenzo Williams had 10. Exxon had an off game, only 5 points. And as I bring up the name of Exxon Jambalaj, very important note going into this game, he stands 34 points away from a career total of 1,000 points.
Yes.
So if he can score at least 34 tonight, he will have 1,000 career points. And believe me, it is a number that several Bulldogs have reached. Tyshawn Russell, Richard Jean-Baptiste, even, you guessed it, Coach Rich McAuliffe.
McAuliffe, yes.
At one point, McAuliffe was the leading scorer in Bulldogs history. Another very interesting note for the Bulldogs is, on the John Jay side, the assistant coach for John Jay is former Bulldog Wade Cornegay. And as I just saw on the sideline there, he was giving a nice hug to Jeffrey Jean-Baptiste. A great deal of respect for both these guys. The Bulldogs really benefited well with Jean-Baptiste with Cornegay at the helm. So it should be a very interesting game here today, and I think the Bulldogs need to play a full game to come out with a win. Yeah,
the last time these two teams met, they did a pretty good job on Chris Owens. Chris Owens is the leading scorer for John Jay, averaging 20.9 points per game. But the last time they played, they held Chris Owens to 2 points on 1 out of 7 shooting. And I attribute that to the inside presence of Valon Jambalik.
Yeah.
And every time he drove to the basket, if he would not block the shot, he would alter the shot. He did that to a lot of the John Jay players. And another player that they really have to focus on is Kendall Jordan. Kendall Jordan, 6'6". The last time these two teams met back on December 6th, he had 14 points and 14 rebounds. So they really got to put a body on him. Also in this game, I think that Brooklyn will be pretty successful offensively. Coming into this game, you look at the individual stats of John Jay. As a team, defensively, offensive teams shoot 46% against them.
Absolutely.
So Brooklyn College comes into this game, ironically, shooting 46%.
Yeah.
And they average 84 points. So I think they should really expose John Jay when they're on offense.
And they've continued to just execute that to great potential. And let's go to I want to take a look at the quick stats of both these teams. Chris Owens, as you mentioned, is the top scorer on this team, 20 points per game. Karidi Griffith with 12 points, with just under 13 a game. Darrell Robinson with just under 11 a game. And then you have Kendall Jordan with just over 8 a game. On the men's Bulldogs side, you have Exxon Jambalaj leading all scorers, 18 points per game. You have Lorenzo Williams averaging just under 16 a game. Jai Kelman with 15. Jumbalik with 13, and Jamel Gist with just a little under 12.
I'm Adam Lockley, my broadcast partner, John Perriente. We'll take a break right now, so we have the national anthem.
And it should be a very interesting one here today, as both these teams will take on each other. And I think if you're the men's Bulldogs, as we've said it again, they've got to continue to execute and play a full game here to beat John Jay here tonight.
Very good points.
So let's go through, Adam, and let's go through the starting lineups for both these teams. So let's start first. Let's start with the John Jay Bloodhounds for just a moment.
The John Jay Bloodhounds, starting for them is guard/forward Chris Owens, the 6'3 senior out of Thomas Edison High School. Also for John Jay, Karady Griffith, the 5'11 guard from Brooklyn Preparatory High School. Number 5, Darryl Robinson, the 5'11 senior out of Bedford Academy High School. Number 22, Kendall Jordan, the 6'6 forward who is a junior out of Marymar High School. And number 23, Gino Ware, 6'1", a sophomore from John Adams High School. That's for John Jay. The starting lineups for Brooklyn College: Jai Kelman, the 6'1 senior out of George Westinghouse High School. Also for Brooklyn College, Lorenzo Williams, the 6'4 junior forward from South Shore High School in Brooklyn. Also Jamel Gist, the 6' junior from Newsome High School. Also Dennis Balsam from Leon Goldstein High School. And finally, Exxon Jumbalaj, who is 34 points away from 1,000 out of FDR High School, will also start for the Brooklyn College Bulldogs tonight.
Should be a very nice game if you're the men's Bulldogs. They really want to come out here and keep the winning momentum on their side. They come in 15-3, looking to go to 16-3 on the season. Bulldogs right now are 7-2 in CUNYAC play.
Yeah.
So if you look at this matchup here today, and I like the Coach McAuliffe's using some different players in the starting lineup. As you know, the Bulldogs are down Valon Jumbalik. He's down with an ankle injury. So look to see Enos Nikovic really come off the bench and be that big man down low in his place. And he's a big guy, 6'9". He's a 6'9 junior. He comes out of Midwood High School from right next door. So he's going to be a very dangerous player to look out for on the court. And then for Dennis Balsam, he's had a great year this year with Coach McAuliffe at the helm out of Leon M. Goldstein High School. He's in his junior year. And he has a lot of potential. He has a great ability to go down in the post. He's a good outside shooter, too. So you have to look at this men's Bulldogs team that they have so many threats. They have so many weapons that Coach McAuliffe can go to that make this team so dangerous.
That's what we talked about at the half of the last game. They have 5 guys who are averaging double figures. John Jay only has 3 guys who are averaging double figures. So there's so many guys they can throw at you. As I mentioned at the half of our first game of our doubleheader, they have about a 10-man rotation. As we get started right here, Dennis Balsam will jump against Kendall Jordan, and the tip is controlled by John Jay. Up the court to number 0, Chris Owens, and he lays it up and in. John Jay leads Brooklyn College 2-0, 8 seconds in.
Very good transition defense there by John Jay.
Jamel Gist setting up the offense at the midcourt logo to Jai Kelman at the right wing. Jai Kelman picks up his dribble, back to Jamel Gist, to the corner to Exxon. Exxon to the right wing, to Jai Kelman for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound taken down by Karady Griffith. Up the court to number 5, Darryl Robinson. Darryl Robinson gets it to number 23, Gino Ware at the right wing. Guarded by Lorenzo Williams, picks up his dribble. Gets it to number 5, Robertson. Owens for 3, no good. Rebound taken down by Lorenzo Williams with the court to Jai Kelman. Stolen away by Chris Owens. Owens pushing the ball up the court. Owens picks up his dribble, gets it to number 5, Robertson. Lost it. Coming up with the basketball is Lorenzo Williams. Williams gets it to Exxon. Exxon up the court to Jai Kelman at the right wing. Jai Kelman gets to the midcourt logo to Exxon, to Lorenzo Williams. Williams to Balsam, a corner 3! Off the top of the backboard, out of bounds, way off. Good ball movement, just got to knock that shot down. But Balsam, not really an offensive player.
He has some good abilities, Balsam, but I just didn't think the 3 was really the play I would have gone with if I was Dennis Balsam.
Karady Griffiths slowly setting up his offense, guarded by Jai Kelman, crosses over. Griffith gets the ball to Owens. Owens to Robinson. Inside pass, lays it up and in. It's a layup for Kendall Jordan. And right now, John Jay off to a good start, leading Brooklyn College 4-0.
They're coming out looking fresh, and they're coming out fast.
Jamel Gist slowly setting up this offense. 4-0 John Jay, 18.5 to go here in the first half. Jai Kelman at the right wing to Lorenzo Williams, also at the right wing. Williams back to Kelman at the left wing. Kelman for three! Off the front, no good. Just the offensive rebound, missed the layup. Rebounded by Owens. Owens gets the ball to Robinson. Robinson slowly setting up the offense. Gets the ball to Karady Griffith at the midcourt logo. Griffith guarded by Jai Kelman. Gets the ball to Owens. Owens to Robinson. Robinson straight on. Robinson crosses over inside. Outside to Owens for three. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Griffith. He's fouled as he went on the way up. And right now, John Jay beating Brooklyn College to the offensive glass.
And it's not often that I've seen the Bulldogs come out this slow. They have not been able to knock down shots. John Jay is just hustling them for the ball. And right now, the Bulldogs have just not had an answer.
Foul is on Jai Kelman. That's his first foul. The first team foul for Brooklyn. As Griffith will get 2 free throws. First free throw is up. Off the back rim, no good. And he'll get one more free throw. Owens gets set for his second free throw. Gets set. Free throw is up. It's off the front rim, no good. Rebounded by Lorenzo Williams. Lorenzo Williams pushing the ball up the court. 4-0 John Jay. Rolls it over to Jamel Giss. Jamel Giss at the left wing. Dribbles it to the midcourt logo. Jamel Gist out top, picks up his dribble to Lorenzo Williams at the foul line. Outside to Exxon, fakes a three. Inside to Lorenzo Williams, lays it up, has a strip. Coming up with it is Griffith. Griffith pushing it up to Owens, lays it up off the glass and in. And right now, John Jay is off to a fast start, leading Brooklyn College 6-0. 17.5 to go in the first half. And Coach Rich McAuliffe wants a 30-second timeout.
And I think it was a good timeout because John Jay has just completely been dominating the opening 3 minutes of this game. I want to throw it on to Mark for just a minute. And Mark, I have not seen the men's Bulldogs kind of start off like this. They're struggling early on.
Yeah, I mean, looks like John Jay's really caught them back on their heels early here. I mean, they've definitely gotten a couple good looks there from beyond the arc, but just failed to knock them down. I mean, they got to wake up here. Well, it's too late.
I think this is a good timeout. Thank you, Mark. I think this is a very good timeout by Coach McAuliffe because you need to settle down your team. And the Bulldogs have taken some shots, have not been able to knock them down, and John Jay just has been coming up the other way.
Brooklyn College going from right to left, trailing 6-0, 17.5 to go here in the first half. Jamel Gist crosses over to Exxon. Exxon driving out to Kelman at the right wing. Kelman to Exxon to the corner. He shoots a three off the front rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Griffith, saves it to Robinson. Robinson behind the half-court line, now gets it across the timeline. Gets the ball to Griffith. Griffith guarded by Jai Kelman. Griffith straight on. Gets the ball to Owens. Owens gets the ball to Robinson out top. Robinson at the left wing. Robinson crosses over. Robinson picks up his dribble. Inside to Jordan. Lays it up and in. And what a start for John Jay. 8-0. 16:45 to go here in the first half.
Bulldogs have just not been able to get anything going offensively.
Jamel gets at the midcourt logo, setting up this offense, gets to the Jai Kelman, to Lorenzo Williams. Lorenzo Williams at the right wing, gets to Giss in the corner, inside to Balsam, inside to Exxon, stripped and he's fouled, and Exxon will get 2 free throws.
It's a good play by Exxon, forcing the foul, and this is what the Bulldogs are going to have to do. They have to calm down, and they have to kind of get their game back together here. John Jay has just come out playing just much faster and playing with a lot of speed with their up-tempo offense.
I have never seen this start before. As Exxon get 1 free throw. First free throw is up and good. And now Brooklyn College on the scoreboard as Enos Nikovic will check in for Jai Kelman.
Very interesting move by Coach McAuliffe. He wants to go with his big man.
Second free throw is up off the front rim. No good. Rebound taken down by Owens. Owens gets the ball to Robinson, setting up the offense. 8-1 John Jay. 16:23 to go in the first half.
Nikovic took over for Balsam.
Balsam, actually, my mistake. Gets it to Jordan. Jordan behind the three-point line. Jordan gets it to Robinson. Robinson out top. Gets it. And we have a foul. An offensive foul. You see who that was on. That was on number 23, Gino Ware. That is his first personal foul. The second team foul on John Jay. They lead Brooklyn 8-1. 16 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Jamel gets at the midcourt logo, setting up the offense. 8-1 John Jay, as I mentioned, picks up his dribble to Nikovic at the foul line, to Exxon. Exxon driving inside, off the glass and in. Good aggressive drive by Exxon. It's now 8-3 John Jay. 15 minutes, 55 seconds to go here in the first half.
And that's what Exxon's capable of doing. Get your team on the board, start to build a little momentum.
Robinson at the right wing. Robinson has Inside to Jordan. Jordan driving inside, off the glass. No. Rebounded by Nikovic. Nikovic of Brooklyn College rebounds, gets to Exxon. Exxon pushing the ball up the court. Exxon at the left wing, crosses over, pulls it back to Jamel Gist. Jamel Gist at the right wing, driving inside, out to Exxon, and we have a reach-in foul on John Jay. It'll be their third team foul. Foul is on number 2, Karady Griffith. That is his first personal foul, the third team foul on John Jay. 8-3 John Jay, 15 minutes, 27 seconds to go here in the first half. Jamel gets the midcourt logo to Lorenzo Williams for 3. It's good. Lorenzo Williams, a rare three-pointer, just 21% from there. And it's now 8-6 John Jay, 15-15 to go here in the first half.
Good answer by the Bulldogs, down 8-0, and now they've cut it to 2.
The 6-0 run by them. Robinson gets to Jordan. Jordan looking, guarded by Nikovic. Jordan drives us to the foul line, gets it to Griffith. Griffith driving, hop step, lays it up and in. What a move by Karady Griffith. John Jay now leads Brooklyn 10-6, 14:55 to go here in the first half.
Good burst of speed by Griffith.
Lorenzo Williams fakes a 3, gets to Jamel Gist. Jamel Gist at the midcourt logo, setting up the offense. Gets it to Jai Kelman at the right wing. Kelman gets it to Exxon, to Gist. Gist behind the three-point line to Exxon, to Kelman. Driving inside, off the glass and in, no good. Rebound, fought for. We have a possession arrow.
Nikovic fought for it down there.
The possession will stay with Brooklyn College. Good effort by Enos Nikovic. He's been known to do that. As we have a substitution right now, checking into the ball game is Kevin Crosby and Anthony Saldriaga, as Kendall Jordan will get a rest for John Jay. As Jai Kelman will inbound the basketball, inbound to Lorenzo Williams, to Exxon, to Nikovic at the foul line, to Jai Kelman, for 3 in the corner, off the side rim, no good. Lorenzo Williams, the offensive rebound. It's up, no good, but he will get 2 free throws. Good effort by Lorenzo Williams on that play.
Not giving up on the play. It's going to be the 14th foul on John Jay. It's against number 23, Gino Ware.
Fouls on Gino Ware, his second foul already. He's already in foul trouble.
See if Coach Highland's going to make a substitution, and that's exactly what he's getting ready to do.
As Williams will get 2 free throws.
Michael Maldonado is getting ready to check into the game for John Jay.
Free throws up. It's good. As Michael Maldonado will check in for Gino Ware as he committed 2 quick fouls. 10-7 John Jay. 14 minutes, 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Williams the free throw. Off the side rim, no good. Rebound taken down by number 14, Crosby. It's up the court. Driving inside. Off the glass and no good. It's missed by Maldonado. Lorenzo Williams comes up with it. Williams pushes the ball up the court. 3-on-1. Up to Exxon. Lays it up. No good. Rebound. Kelman. A new 35 for Brooklyn. Gets it to Jamel Gist. To Lorenzo Williams. Fakes a 3. Williams crosses over. Inside. To Nikovic. Missed the layup. Lorenzo Williams puts it up off the glass and in. Now Lorenzo Williams is putting Brooklyn College on his back. Now 10-9. John Jay. 13:48 to go in the first half. 6 for Lorenzo Williams. Robinson pushing the ball up the court. To fake 3 for Saldriaga, to Owens, to Robinson, back to Saldriaga, to Maldonado. Maldonado fakes, gets it to Saldriaga, gets it to Robinson, inside to Owens. Owens posting up, turnaround jumper is up and in. Good move by Chris Owens. It's now 12-9 John Jay, 6 points for Owens.
Good clutch shot there by John Jay. Brooklyn College has closed the gap to 3.
Jamel Gist, guarded by Saldriaga. To the right wing for Exxon, to Lorenzo Williams, driving inside, off the glass and in. And Lorenzo Williams with another basket. It's now 12-11, John Jay, 8 points for Lorenzo Williams.
He's really carrying this offense right now.
Robinson, guarded by Jai Kelman. Robinson out top, setting up this offense. Goes to the right wing, gets it inside to Crosby, lays it up, no. Tipped up and in by Owens. It is now 14-11, John Jay, as Brooklyn College did not box out.
Seems like every time Brooklyn scores, John Jay's had an answer.
Kelman to Exxon. Exxon to Gist. Gist for 3! Off the side, the backboard, no good. And Saldriaga gets the ball, slowly setting up this offense. Gets it past the timeline, goes behind his back at the midcourt logo. Guarded by Jai Kelman out top. Saldriaga crosses over. Saldriaga pulls back his dribble. Gets it to Owens. Owens at the right wing. Gets it to Crosby. Crosby driving inside off the glass. No, but he will get 2 free throws. So you have a foul on Enos Nikovic. That is his first personal foul. The second team foul on Brooklyn College. 14-11 John Jay. 12 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, you got to like the way the Bulldogs have answered the momentum of John Jay early. They were John Jay went out on an 8-0 run to start the game. The Bulldogs answered right back. And now we have a ball game. It's a close one.
First free throw for Crosby is up. Off the back rim, no good, as Steven Diaz will check in for Jai Kelman.
We're also going to see number 22. That's
Kendall Jordan will check back in for John Jay.
He replaces Darrell Robinson.
As Crosby will get one more free throw. He missed the first. Second free throw is up. Off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Lorenzo Williams. Lorenzo Williams pushing the ball up the court. Lorenzo Williams stops at the three-point line. Driving inside. Out to Diaz for three. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Exxon. Offensive rebound for Brooklyn. Exxon pulls it out. Picks up his dribble. Gets to the Diaz. Back to Exxon. A wide open three. Air ball. Coming up with it. It's Crosby. Crosby gets it to Owens. Owens gets it to Saldriaga. Saldriaga to the midcourt logo. Saldriaga setting up the offense. 14-11 John Jay. 11 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Gets the ball to Owens. Owens for three. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound goes back to Owens. Offensive rebound. Foul line jumper is good. And second chance point for John Jay. They lead Brooklyn 16-11. 11:35 to go here in the first half.
Chris Owens already has 10 of the John Jay points.
Yes, foul line jumper is up. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Crosby. Crosby gets it to Owens. Owens pushing the ball up the court. Owens at the left wing. Owens setting up the offense. Stolen, but taken back by Saldriaga. Saldriaga gets it to the right wing, but it's out of bounds off Maldonado, and the ball will wrap it over to the Brooklyn College Bulldogs as Nicholas Grasso will check in for Exxon.
Exxon's been struggling a little bit with his three-point shot early. A couple of air balls and a couple of shots just clanking off the rim.
Remember, as we mentioned last time, he struggled against John Jay, just 2 out of 7. As Jamel Gist will set up this offense. He's at the midcourt logo. 16-11 John Jay. 11:07 to go here in the first half. Grasso at the left wing. Grasso picks up his dribble. Gets to the Gist. Inside to Nikovic. Nikovic posting up, spins. And he just lost it out of bounds.
They call an offensive foul on Nikovic.
An offensive foul on Enes Nikovic.
He doesn't like it at all.
A little too aggressive on that play. I think that was kind of a bang-bang play as Dennis Boston will check in for Nikovic. Coach Rich McAuliffe unhappy with that play right there. Saldriaga setting up the offense. Gets it to Griffith. Griffith at the midcourt logo. Griffith guarded by Jamel Gist. Griffith setting up the offense. Gets it to Owens. Owens guarded by Grasso. Gets it to Saldriaga. Saldriaga crosses over. Saldriaga at the left wing. Driving inside. Off the glass. No. Rebound taken down. Fight for it. Diaz has it. Diaz pushing the ball up the court. Diaz gets it to Gist. Gist pushing it up. Gist south to the three-point line. Lorenzo Williams for three. Off the back rim, no good. Rebounds, knocked out of bounds. He'll go right back over to the John Jay Bloodhounds.
The three-point ball just has not been falling tonight for the men's Bulldogs. We're going to have a sub as Robinson
Darrell Robinson will check in for Michael Maldonado. 16-11, John Jay.
We're going to get another sub coming in for the Bulldogs.
Harry Hazon will check in for Jamel Gist for Brooklyn College. 16-11, John Jay. 10.5 to go here in the first half as Saldriaga slowly sets up this offense at the midcourt logo. Saldriaga setting it up, guarded by Hazon. Gets to Robinson. Robinson at the right wing. Gets it to Owens, the jumper. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Williams. Williams gets the rebound. Gets it to Harry Hazon. Harry Hazon pushing the ball up the court. Gets to the three-point line. Williams fires for three. It's good. 2 3-pointers for him. I mentioned he's 21% coming into tonight. And right now he's putting Brooklyn College on his back. 11 points for Lorenzo Williams.
What a job he has done. The Bulldogs are still in this game because of him.
Saldriaga setting it up. Gets to Robinson. So Owens back out to Saldriaga. Saldriaga to Owens. Owens inside to Jordan. Jordan double teamed. Forces it up off the glass and in. A good strong move by Kendall Jordan. John Jay now leads Brooklyn College 18-14. 9:38 to go here in the first half.
Not much you can do on that. That was kind of thrown up in the air, but it just got a lucky bounce for John Jay.
Williams gets to Grasso inside off the glass. No. Rebound taken down by Jordan. Jordan getting it up to Robinson. Up the court to Griffith. Loses it. And coming up with it is Grasso. Grasso gets it to Harry Hazon. Harry Hazon pushing it up the court. Hazon pulls up for a three. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound taken down. It's knocked out of bounds by Diaz. And the ball will wrap it over to the John Jay Bloodhounds, leading Brooklyn 18-14. 9:13 to go here in the first half.
I think the Bulldogs really have to start minimizing those three-point shots. Go to the hoop. They're able to do that. They need to do that some more in this game so far.
Very good points. Saldriaga at the midcourt logo. Gets it to Griffith. Griffith guarded by Diaz. Gets it to Owens. Owens gets it to Saldriaga. An open jumper. It's up and in. Brooklyn College has a few holes defensively. John Jay leading Brooklyn 20-14, 8:50 to go here in the first half.
The defensive struggles have continued for the Brooklyn College Bulldogs.
Harry Hazon setting up the offense. Gets it to Diaz. Gets it to Williams at the right wing. Williams gets it to Harry Hazon. To Grasso. Floater is up and in. An awkward shot from the foul line. It's now 20-16 John Jay. 8.5 to go here in the first half.
Brooklyn College with a good answer there from Nicholas Grasso.
Saldriaga at the midcourt logo, guarded by Diaz. Saldriaga gets to Jordan. Jordan way behind the three-point line. Back to Saldriaga. Saldriaga setting it up, guarded by Diaz. Saldriaga gets it to Robinson. Robinson driving inside, picks up his dribble. Out to Saldriaga. Saldriaga, 12 on the shot clock. Crosses over, loses it. Coming up with it is Grasso. We have a fight for the ball, and we have a possession arrow. And it'll go right back over to the John Jay Bloodhounds. They'll get it back with 7 seconds on the shot clock, leading Brooklyn College 20-16. 8 minutes, 5 seconds to go here in the first half. As we get set for a substitution, Exxon will check into the basketball game for Lorenzo Williams. Williams with 11 points for Brooklyn College. He has 11 of their 16 points, leading them.
John Jay will only have 7 seconds to shoot.
Inbounds pass goes to Saldriaga. Saldriaga guarded by Hazon. Crosses over inside to Jordan. Stolen away by Grasso. Grasso gets to Hazon. Hazon pushing the ball up the court to Exxon. Exxon driving inside on Saldriaga. No, but he is fouled. He will get 2 free throws. Good aggressive drive by Exxon, as that is the 14th foul on John Jay here in this first half.
It's a good move by Exxon. He waited. He went down to the left low post and drew the foul.
It's the 15th foul on John Jay.
Foul's going against
Saldriaga. It is his first personal foul.
Yep, it's his first. Maldonado getting ready to check back in.
Get set to check in as Exxon will get 2 free throws. First free throw is up. It's good. And Maldonado for John Jay will check into the basketball game for Kendall Jordan.
Right now, Exxon just 30 points away from 1,000.
As Exxon gets set for the second free throw. Free throw is up. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound is taken down by Owens. Owens gets it to Saldriaga. Saldriaga guarded by Diaz, pushing the ball up the court, setting up his offense. Saldriaga gets to the Robinson in the corner to Griffith. Griffith at the right corner driving, picks up his dribble. Inside to Owens. And we have a foul on Brooklyn College. Foul is on Nicholas Grasso on the ground. That's the third team foul on Brooklyn College. The first foul on Nicholas Grasso. 20-17 John Jay. 7:41 to go here in the first half as Griffith will inbound for John Jay. Griffith inbounds it to Owens. Owens setting up the offense at the midcourt logo. Owens guarded by Nicholas Grasso at the left wing. Owens still setting up the offense. Dribbling for a very long time. Driving inside, off the glass. No, gets his own rebound. Up, rejected by Balsam. Inside to Owens. Owens lays it up off the glass. No, gets his own rebound. Tips it up and in. And Brooklyn College is having a lot of trouble getting defensive rebounds right now.
And that was 3 chances you give Kevin Owens to knock down that shot.
Harry Hazon setting up the offense.
Owens,
gets to the corner to Exxon. Exxon gets to the Hazon. Stolen away by Saldriaga. Saldriaga pushing the ball up the court. 2-on-1. Driving it off the glass. No good. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds. Referee's trying to figure out what to do. They'll stay right here with John Jay as another turnover for Brooklyn College. It's actually going to go back over to the Brooklyn College Bulldogs. No, we're going to stay with John Jay, but John Jay wants a timeout right now as it's a 30-second timeout. 22-17 John Jay. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. As right now, Brooklyn College having a lot of trouble rebounding the basketball. So we'll throw it over to Mark Alkin right now. And Mark, what do you think that Brooklyn College has to do better right now as the game progresses?
Well, Adam, what I'm seeing, they're definitely settling right now, for jump shots. They need to be a more aggressive team here from here on out and in the second half because you live by the jump shot, you die by it too. Back to you, guys.
Yes, very good point by Mark. Right now, Brooklyn College has had a little bit of success behind the three-point line. Lorenzo Williams hitting 2 of them, but at the same time, that is not Lorenzo Williams' strong suit, three-pointers. As I mentioned, coming into this game, he is shooting 21.6% from the three-point line. And right now, I believe Brooklyn College got a little excited after hitting 2 3-pointers that they're falling in love with it a little bit too much. But right now, as we see, the three-point shot does not love them.
And the Bulldogs have to stop trying to go for threes all game. They have to go to the paint. You can finish shots in the paint and still create points off them. The Bulldogs also have had trouble rebounding in this game.
Yeah.
And their defense is giving up way too many second-chance opportunities, and you cannot have that against a team like John Jay.
Yes, they are. As I mentioned, the last time these two teams met, Kendall Jordan destroyed Brooklyn College, 14 points, but not just the 14 points. He had 14 rebounds also. Darryl Robinson had 14 points and 7 rebounds against them. So they have to do a much better job on the defensive glass. Too many second chance points, as you just heard on that last possession. Chris Owens had about 3 chances, and he eventually took advantage of it as he tipped it in. And that leads us to where we are now, 22-17 John Jay, 6 minutes, 59 seconds to go here in the first half.
And right now, Chris Owens has 12 points for John Jay. And Lorenzo Williams has been carrying the Bulldogs on his back with 11 points.
The only reason why that Brooklyn College is down by 5 right now. As we resume action, inbounds pass goes to Saldriaga. Inside to Owens, turnaround jumper off the back rim. Rebound by Jordan. Jordan puts it up and in. Another second chance point for John Jay. They now lead Brooklyn 24-17. 8 points for Kendall Jordan.
Bulldogs have been able to close the gap a couple times, so just can't make that big stop.
Harry Hazon at the midcourt logo. Harry Hazon gets to the Exxon behind the three-point line in the corner. Diaz thought about a 3. Hazon for 3! Off the back rim, no good. Grosso, the offensive rebound to Diaz to Exxon for 3. It's good. Brooklyn College really needed that, as they are really struggling right now offensively. Fortunate to get that offensive rebound. 24-20 John Jay. 6:18 to go here in the first half.
That was a big one by Exxon. 7 points now in the game for him.
It's stolen away by Hazon up the court to Exxon. Exxon it's up and in. It's a foul on Kendall Jordan, as Exxon has 5 straight points for Brooklyn College. It is now 24-22 John Jay. That is their 16th foul in this first half.
And now Exxon's beginning to take over the game. So Lorenzo Williams started the game early, and here comes Lorenzo Williams along with Jamel Gist. They will come back in. Hazon and Balsam will take a seat.
As Exxon will get 1 free throw. Exxon now with 9 points for Brooklyn College. As he'll get 1 foul shot. Free throw is up. It's good. And John Jay now leads Brooklyn 24-23. A 6-0 run for Brooklyn College. As Saldriaga being pressured, picks up his dribble in the corner, gets it to Griffith, up the court to Robinson, inside to Jordan. He's fouled by Jamel Gist. A good foul by Jamel Gist as he stopped an easy 2-point basket by Kendall Jordan. Jordan will get 2 free throws, the 14th foul on Brooklyn College here in this first half. And that is Jamel Gist's first foul. 24-23 John Jay, 6 minutes, 3 seconds to go here in this first half. As Jesse Higgins will get set to check into the basketball game after this free throw for John Jay. Jordan gets set. Free throw is up. Off the back rim, no good. And now Jesse Higgins will check in for Anthony Saldriaga. Higgins at 5'6", the sophomore out of Christ the King Regional High School, as Kendall Jordan will get 1 more free throw. Free throw for Jordan is up. It's good. John Jay leads Brooklyn 25-23. 6 minutes, 3 seconds to go here in the first half. Jamel Gist setting up the offense in the midcourt logo. Jamel Gist out top. Jamel Gist gets it to Nicholas Grosso. Grosso gets it inside to Williams. In the corner to Diaz, to Grosso, to Gist. Gist out top, gets it to Grosso. Grosso to Williams. Williams guarded by Higgins. Williams picks up his dribble, gets to the Exxon for 3! Off the side rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Karady Griffith. Griffith gets it to Robinson. Robinson pushing the ball up the court, gets it to the midcourt logo. Robinson out top, setting up the offense. 25-23 John Jay. 5:25 to go here in the first half. As Owens is out top. Owens guarded by Grosso. Crosses over between the legs. Gets it to Robinson at the right corner. Robinson guarded by Nicholas Grosso on the switch. 12 on the shot clock. As Robinson driving inside, pulls up for a 3. It's up and in, as there was no hand in his face. John Jay now leads Brooklyn 28-23. 3 points right now. The first field goal for Darryl Robinson.
That's a killer 3 to give up if you're the Bulldogs. You close the gap to 2. Now it's back to 5.
Exxon driving inside to Gist, lays it up off the glass and in. Good movement without the basketball by Jamel Gist as he cut inside. 28-25 John Jay. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the first half. That's the first field goal for Jamel Gist.
Good answer by the Bulldogs right off that 3 from Robinson.
The midcourt logo is Robinson, guarded by Exxon. Robinson gets it to Griffith. Griffith guarded by Gist. Griffith crossing over. Griffith at the left wing, picks up his dribble, gets to the Owens. Owens guarded by Gist. 14 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's a 3-pointer. It's up and in for Darryl Robinson. 31-25 John Jay. 4:20 to go here in the first half. 6 points for Robinson. Exxon pulls it back out. Gets it inside to Grosso, off the glass and in. It's now 31-27 Brooklyn College. Give the assist to Exxon.
We talked about the 3-point defense for the Bulldogs have struggled with back-to-back threes by the Bloodhounds. And now the lead's cut to 4 for John Jay.
Robinson, guarded by Exxon, setting up the offense. Gets it to Griffith. Griffith guarded by Gist at the right wing. Gets it to Robinson, posting up on Exxon. He pulls it back out. 17 on the shot clock. Robinson picks up his dribble. Gets it to Owens. Owens for 3 over Exxon. It's up and in. Another three-pointer for these John Jay Bloodhounds here in the first half. They lead Brooklyn 34-27. 15 points for Chris Owens here in the first half.
3 consecutive threes by John Jay.
Exxon to Grasso. Grasso has it knocked away. Stolen away. Gist fighting for it. It's knocked out of bounds. And Brooklyn College will get the ball back with 22 seconds on the shot clock as Jai Kelman will check into the basketball game for Steven Diaz.
And I think you have to be very fortunate Brooklyn's getting the ball back. That was a very scary play.
As right now, Gino Ware will check in for Jesse Higgins. 34-27 John Jay, 3.5 to go here in the first half as Jamel Gist of Brooklyn College sets up this offense. Gets it to Jai Kelman at the right wing. Gets it to Lorenzo Williams. Lorenzo Williams out top. Gets it to Gist. Gist shoots a 3. It's off the front rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Owens, and he gets it to Darryl Robinson. Robinson slowly setting up this offense. 34-27 John Jay. 3:07 to go here in the first half. Setting up the offense is Robinson, guarded closely by Gist. Gets it in the corner, inside, back out to Gino Ware. Gino Ware picks up his dribble. Gets it to Robinson. Robinson, 15 on the shot clock. Gets it to the baseline. It's a jumper. It's up off the side rim, no good by Jordan. It's knocked out of bounds, and the ball will stay right here with the John Jay Bloodhounds. They'll get a new 35-second shot clock, leading Brooklyn 34-27. Brooklyn having a lot of trouble, as I mentioned, on the defensive glass. To the Kendall Jordan. Gets it to Owens. Owens. They get it to Robinson in the corner. Gets it to Ware. It's called for a traveling violation. And the ball will wrap it over to the Brooklyn College Bulldogs, trailing 34-27. 2 minutes, 42 seconds to go here in the first half.
Chance for the Bulldogs here. Big turnover there. They need to start closing the gap on this John Jay lead.
Jamel Gist gets it to Jai Kelman at the right wing. Kelman takes one dribble, gets it to Exxon, gets it to Gist. Gist gets it back to Exxon, straight on, behind the three-point line, back to Gist at the left wing, guarded by Owens, gets it to Exxon. Exxon gets it to Gist. Gist gets it to Williams to the left corner. Williams pulls it back out at the right wing. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Williams has to do something. Gets it to the foul line. Jai Kelman for 3. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Karady Griffith. Griffith gets it to Gino Ware. Pulls it back at the midcourt logo. Gino Ware gets it to Karady Griffith at the midcourt logo. 34-27 John Jay. 2 minutes to go in the first half. As Owens gets it to Robinson. Robinson driving, pulls up for a foul line jumper. It's up off the back rim and in. And now John Jay leads Brooklyn 36-27. 8 points right now for Darryl Robinson.
And for the Bulldogs, just too many threes. They can go to the paint. You need to finish shots in the paint. Don't keep settling for three-point shots.
Jai Kelman at the right wing, pulls it back out. Jai Kelman setting up the offense. Jai Kelman gets to Williams. Williams driving inside. And we have a blocking foul on John Jay. That foul is on number 22, Kendall Jordan. That is the 17th foul for John Jay. The second foul on Kendall Jordan. As Lorenzo Williams goes to the free throw line, checking into the game is Anthony Saldriaga. He will check in for Kendall Jordan as he has 2 fouls right now. Lorenzo Williams will get 2 free throws, as I mentioned. Williams takes a few dribbles, bends his knees, gets set, free throw is up. He misses the front end of a 1-and-1, And coming up with the rebound is Anthony Saldriaga of John Jay. Saldriaga gets to the midcourt logo, gets to the Darryl Robinson. 36-27 John Jay, 1:20 to go here in the first half. Robinson setting up the offense, gets it to Owens, no, to Griffith, Griffith driving, and he is tripped and fouled, driving to the basket. And we have a foul on Jamel Gist of Brooklyn College. That is his second foul, the 15th foul for Brooklyn College here in this first half, as it'll be a side out for the John Jay Bloodhounds, leading Brooklyn 36-27. Karady Griffith of John Jay will take it out. Inbound to Owens, baseline jumper, and air ball. Exxon comes up with it, up the court to Jai Kelman. Kelman goes behind his back, nearly loses it as he takes it to the midcourt logo, pulls it back out. Gets it to Exxon. Exxon driving inside, outside to Williams. Williams for 3! Off the back rim, no good. Another three-pointer for Brooklyn. Gets the offensive rebound, lays it up and in. And John Jay now leads Brooklyn College 36-29. 4 points right now for Jamel Gist.
That was a big basket for the Bulldogs there off the missed 3, but Gist was able to clean it up.
Darryl Robinson to the midcourt logo, setting up this offense. 36-29, John Jay, 40 seconds to go here in the first half. As Robinson is out top, crosses over inside, finger rollers up and in, as that was just terrible defense by Nicholas Grasso. 10 points right now for Darryl Robinson, as Brooklyn College will probably hold for the last shot, as there is no shot clock. 25 seconds to go in the first half. Jamel Giss setting up this offense.
Bulldogs need to get some offense here. They have really struggled in this first half, settling for way too many threes.
Jai Kelman at the right wing. 13 seconds to go here in the first half, holding the basketball, guarded by Anthony Saldriaga. 8 seconds to go, 7 seconds to go. Kelman has to do something. 5 seconds to go, pulls up for a long two. We have a traveling violation on Jai Kelman as he pulled up. A costly turnover for Brooklyn College, as right now Michael Maldonado and number 25 Gabriel Terakeshvili will check in for John Jay. Anthony Saldriaga will get a rest for John Jay. 38-29, John Jay, 4 seconds to go here in this first half. They'll get one last shot as it goes to Darryl Robinson. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Robinson pulls up for a three at the buzzer. It's good! And now John Jay leads Brooklyn College 41-29. They just did not challenge at all on that last three, as the three went completely uncontested. As John Jay will go into the first half, leading Brooklyn College 41-29.
Boy,
very unexpected first half right here.
Boy, Coach McAuliffe is going to probably be tearing an earful into the men's Bulldogs for that first half performance. John Jay was knocking down three after three, and that pretty much, Adam, was a statement to that first half.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs just were not playing defensively good enough. They were just struggling behind. John Jay was coming out with a lot more fire. They were coming out with a lot more speed, a lot more offense. And men's Bulldogs just had no answer for them, and they've just been trailing and trailing for the entire game since the opening tip.
I'm Adam Lockley, my broadcast partner, John Perriente, with Mark Alkin on the soundboard, and we'll throw it to Mark Alkin right now. What really has stood out to you in this first half is Brooklyn College surprisingly trailing John Jay by 12 points here at the half?
It just seems like they're giving up a lot of rebounds on the defensive end. It seems like they've been trying a lot of different defense. I know early there, I think I saw some 2-3, and as you know, the weakness with the 2-3 zone, when it comes to rebounding, there's no specific blockout assignments per se, so that happens. So you're gonna if you're playing a 2-3, you're gonna give up a lot of offensive rebounds. So they've been. It seems like they've been trying to find the right defense, but they just haven't found it yet.
All right, thanks, Mark.
I think here's the other concern you have to look at, and I've been saying this during this half. The Bulldogs are just taking way too many threes.
Yes.
And I've never seen a Bulldogs team. The Bulldogs do that all year. They don't take. They're not a team that usually takes 30 threes a game. They need to go to the paint, and you're not seeing the Bulldogs finishing shots in the paint. These are plays that can create points, and you have to be able to go to the basket, and the Bulldogs have seemed to really abandon that for the whole first half.
Yeah, right now, Jai Kelman, Jamel Giss, Lorenzo Williams shooting too many three-pointers. As I mentioned, Lorenzo Williams hit a couple of three-pointers in the first half, but that is not his game.
Here, I'm going to read this. I got the stats right here, and take a look at the three-point shooting. John Jay, 4 of 7. Bulldogs have taken 18 threes.
Too many, way too many.
18 threes, 3 of 18 from downtown. The Bulldogs are struggling in the field as well, 33%, just 11 for 33. And John Jay is 60%, 18 for 30. The Bulldogs have been to the line 8 times. They're 4 for 8. But John Jay is out rebounding the Bulldogs 23-17.
Yeah.
They have 17 defensive rebounds. The Bulldogs only 8.
Yeah.
That's not a number you're known to see very often. The Bulldogs have 5 turnovers. John Jay with 7, both with 9 assists each. So the real big story here has been these two notes: field goals and three-point shooting.
Exactly, yeah. And right now, I would say that Brooklyn College, who is down by 12 points here at the half, I would say the saving grace for them is that John Jay is only 1 out of 6 from the free throw line, so and right now, as I mentioned at the top of the show, they did a good job on Chris Owens the last time they played, holding him to 1 out of 7 shooting for just 2 points. But in this first half, he is 7 out of 14, 15 points, 8 rebounds. He has 3 offensive rebounds. It was all on that one possession where he tipped it up, missed the layup, got his own rebound, and tipped it up and in, and finally scored. So Brooklyn College has to do a much better job on the defensive glass and
Three from downtown, 5 of 5 from the field, 13 points.
Yeah.
And then Kendall Jordan, who was a real thorn in the book. He had 9 points on the board as the Bulldogs are still, they need an answer in the second half.
yes.
And will be very interesting to hear what assistant coach Brian Shea will have to say once the Bulldogs come out of the locker room. And I won't be surprised right now if Coach McAuliffe is letting his players have it because he cannot be happy with the performance that he's seen out of his players in the first half. And for me, this is a shock because I've seen the Bulldogs offense this year, and when it plays, it runs like a machine. And to see the Bulldogs playing as bad as they played in the first half, struggling with three-point shots, that's a very big concern, and the Bulldogs need to straighten it out in the second half because there's no time to repeat a mistake like that in the first half.
I'm Adam Lockley with my broadcast partner John Perriente and Mark Alkin on the soundboard, listening to WBCR 1090 AM via Spreaker, your live home for Bulldog Sports. If you're just joining us, John Jay leading Brooklyn College 41-29 here at the half. Yes, you heard that right, 41-29, 3-15. John Jay leads 15-3 Brooklyn College. Brooklyn College coming into this game averaging 84 points per game, and John Jay has held them to 29 first-half points. John Jay with 41 first-half points, shooting 60% from the field, 57% from the three-point line. 3 of those three-pointers, as you just heard my broadcast partner John Perriente mention, were made by 5 out of 5 from the field here in the first half. And one thing pregame show was the importance of Brooklyn College playing well from wire to wire.
And we have not seen that here in the first half. And right now, unless the Bulldogs have an answer, they're in a very precarious situation to be down 12 points at halftime. Now, for the Bulldogs, if they can make adjustments in the second half, and I'm sure Coach McAuliffe will be telling his players this, they got to stop shooting threes.
Yes.
Go to the hoop, go to the paint, draw a foul. That's what the Bulldogs are capable of doing. And that's what we saw in the City College game that we're not seeing in this game.
Yeah, that's what they have to do, and it's especially helpful to drive the ball to the basket and get fouled when you're in the situation that the Bulldogs are in right now at this moment, trailing by 12 points, because when you get to the free throw line, the clock stops and you get some free attempts. So take the ball to the basket. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, you have the athletes to do it. Just because you make a couple three-pointers, that doesn't mean that you suddenly change your game.
Yeah.
Just because it works for a couple of possessions, that doesn't mean you change what you do, what you've been doing the entire season. So change it up here in the second half, slow it down, drive inside, and do a better job on the defensive glass, as John Jay has just eaten up Brooklyn College on the board so far, as we mentioned, out-rebounding them 23-17. Also, they have 6 offensive rebounds. That just cannot get it done against any team you play, especially in the CUNYAC Conference.
And you're giving John Jay a lot of second, third chance opportunities. That's also what's been hurting the Bulldogs in this game.
Exactly.
And right now, the only offense for the men's Bulldogs has been Lorenzo Williams and Exxon.
Yeah.
Other than that, everybody else, you only have 4 points each out of Jamel Gist and Grasso, and that is it. Everybody else with no points.
Yeah.
Nikovic barely has seen a lot of action in this game. He hasn't. He has struggled.
Yeah.
And Jai Kelman, I'm shocked to see with 0 points. He's 0 for 5.
Exactly, yeah.
From the field.
Do you think that Rich McAuliffe will start Enes Nikovic in the second half?
That'd be a very interesting situation to see. I mean, Balsam hasn't really seen a lot of action. He only had 1 rebound. He's 0 for 1. He took a bad 3-point shot early.
Yeah.
And you have to go with somebody here. You need somebody that can create a little energy, somebody that can really get your team back. I won't be surprised if Nikovic for the second half. Jai Kelman has to start scoring. He has no points. And you still need to see Jamel Gist get on the board. He only has 4 points. He has to go to the paint, go to the free throw line, because he's capable of knocking down big shots at the necessary time. So the Bulldogs have a lot of work to do in the second half. And these are precious games you're playing against the CUNY Athletic Conference. You cannot afford to fall further down in the standings. The Bulldogs right now, even though they're 15-3, they sit in third place.
Yeah.
They're 7-2 in CUNYAC play, and CSI is ahead of them because of that one win they have against Brooklyn College. Yeah, Baruch Bulldogs would be playing Hunter College.
Yes.
And let's not take Hunter off the board. They're 6-11. They've lost 5 in a row, but their Bulldogs are going to see them at the Sportsplex in a few weeks. So the men's Bulldogs really have to get back into the swing of things and start winning these CUNYAC games, particularly against teams that have struggled this year. And John Jay is one of those teams. They're 3-12 and they're 3-15 on the year.
Yes, and I'm glad that you mentioned even Hunter College, even though they're just 6 wins, 11 losses. And as I talked about playing well from wire to wire, when Brooklyn College played Hunter College about a week and a half ago, they didn't play particularly well in the first half. The score was tied at 36, and then Brooklyn College just broke out in the second half, beating them 75-58, winning that game going away. But as I mentioned, as the competition stiffens, they'll have to do a much better job playing well from the opening tip to the final buzzer. And Brooklyn College has just not done that, in particular in this first half, as John Jay leads them.
Going to get through to the Bulldogs in the second half. Right now they find themselves down 12 points. Still a lot of time. We still have 20 minutes to play. And if the Bulldogs can find a scoring run in the second half, I think that could be a very big difference if they can come back in this game. But right now, as Coach Brian Shea is slowly making his way to our table, Mark Alkin will grab the microphone, and he has assistant coach Brian Shea.
Mark Alkin here with Coach Shea. Coach, you guys are definitely settling for a lot of three-point shots in the first half. What was your message to the guys during the break there?
To wake up. That's it. To wake up. To wake up. Next question.
Next question.
Okay. Now, I noticed it's very uncharacteristic tonight. Big rebounding edge. Is there any adjustments you guys can make there on both ends there to really get that back in your favor?
We need to box out. We need to rotate on defense. We need to wake up. That's the recurring message. We need to wake up. Nobody showed up to play. We need to wake up.
Thank you, Coach. Back to you guys.
Well, that was Coach Shea, and definitely pulling a Bill Belichick type of speech there when talking about that second half. He says we have to wake up.
Yes.
And I agree. From what I saw in that first half, I didn't see a very inspired offense. I didn't see an offense that torched City College in the first half. I saw an offense that came out very sluggish.
Yeah.
They came out tired.
Yeah.
And they just came out just playing lackluster. It's like they didn't care.
Yeah, I didn't see an inspired offense, as you mentioned. And also, I did not see a very inspired defense as we look to the last play of the first half where Darryl Robinson of John Jay was dribbling the ball up the court at a very slow pace, and Nicholas Grosso was just backing off, not realizing that Darryl Robinson had already hit 2 3-pointers in the first half. He just pulled up for an easy 3-pointer, uncontested, and it was nothing but the bottom of the net to make the halftime score 41-29. And my first thought was, where is the defensive intensity from Brooklyn College?
I was talking about it all year, how I've seen this Bulldogs offense, and they were yet to play a subpar game. Well, that streak's been broken. Today, this has been a very subpar game, and the men's Bulldogs are going to have to come out in the second half, and they have just got to play with more enthusiasm and a little more passion in the second half because it wasn't there in the first half, and John Jay took advantage of that, and they ran with it, and you can look at a lot of things. Was Brooklyn College maybe taking John Jay too light?
Yeah.
Is this a team that they thought that they're just going to underestimate and say, oh, well, they're a rollover team that we can beat? No. You cannot take any team light in CUNYAC play regardless of their record.
Yeah.
You have not seen any of the other players around pick up the slack for some of the other scorers, and that's what the Bulldogs need to do in the second half. They have got to come out and playing like they mean it here. And again, no Jumbalik, he's out with the ankle injury. No Anis Abdu, he is out. So the Bulldogs really are playing short-handed, but they have to come out and play this second half with a lot more heart a little bit in the second half. Just come out playing like they mean it here and cut into this lead of John Jay.
And that is something we talked about. We were complimenting Brooklyn College on their depth, and right now, as you mentioned, just two guys in double figures so far. As we mentioned, Lorenzo Williams with 11 points, Exxon Jumbalaj with 10 points. This first half looked kind of like the way Brooklyn College has looked the last 3-4 years with Tyshawn Russell and Emil John. And right now, just two guys involved. We talked about their 5 guys averaging in double figures and their 9 to 10 man rotation. They're going to need all hands on deck in the second half if they're going to come back and beat John Jay in the second half.
We're definitely going to see how the men's Bulldogs come out in the second half. We want to see if the Bulldogs can start getting a couple points early. If you see them attacking the paint a little bit more in the second half, I think it's a sign that McAuliffe's message got through. They have got to stop shooting 3-point shots here, and this is not. It's early in the game. You still have a full 20 minutes to work with. So we will see how the Bulldogs come out as they will take the second half possession. Jai Kelman will take it on the sidelines.
And yes, Enos Nikovic will start the second half for Brooklyn College as Kelman inbounds the Gist.
I'm not surprised at that move at all.
Yes, setting up the offense. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Williams at the foul line. Williams up to Nikovic. Lays it up. No good. Rebound fought for. And John Jay comes up with it. Karady Griffith has it for John Jay. Karady Griffith gets it to number 5, Darryl Robinson. Robinson at the midcourt logo. Robinson hit 3 3-pointers in the first half, including one to end the first half. Robinson driving inside. Lost it out of bounds. The ball will go over to the Brooklyn College Bulldogs.
Well, the Bulldogs did a good job going down to the paint to start off that first possession. That was a good sign. Just didn't finish.
As Steven Diaz will check into the game for Brooklyn College.
So now Diaz will come in. Not sure who's going to the bench yet for the Bulldogs.
Jamel Gist setting up this offense. We played exactly 30 seconds here in the first half. 41-29 John Jay. Jamel Gist, the midcourt logo, guarded by Gino Ware. Jamel Gist going between his legs. Guarded by Ware, crosses over to the foul line, spins inside, outside to Diaz, to Lorenzo Williams. Williams back to Diaz for 3! It's good. A good start for Brooklyn College right there. 41-32 John Jay. It's good to see Steven Diaz hit a 3-point shot.
When Diaz has that open space on the floor, he's a 3-point machine.
Darryl Robinson gets the ball to Owens. Owens guarded by Exxon behind the 3-point line. Gets it to Kendall Jordan. Kendall Jordan guarded by Lorenzo Williams. Jordan gets it to Robinson. Robinson gets it to Griffith. Griffith guarded by Kelman. 14 on the shot clock. Owens for 3. A long 3. In and out, no good. Rebound taken down by Jai Kelman. Kelman gets it to Jamel Gist. Jamel Gist pushing the ball up the court. Gets it to Kelman at the right wing. Gets to Williams. A wide open 3. Way off. Rebound by Exxon. Outside to Diaz. Another 3. Off the back rim, no good. And they're taking, once again, too many 3-pointers.
Again, yeah, the Bulldogs have to stop doing this.
Griffith, right baseline, pull-up jumper is up and in, and John Jay leading Brooklyn College 43-32. Lorenzo Williams pushing it up the court, lays it up off the glass and in as Brooklyn College caught John Jay napping. 43-34 John Jay. 18 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in the first half. 13 points for Lorenzo Williams.
Those are the type of plays the Bulldogs have to start making. Go to the hoop. You don't have to keep settling for the jump shot.
Especially on fast break opportunities. No. They get it to Kendall Jordan at the left wing, guarded by Williams. Gets it to Griffith, left corner, guarded by Kelman. Griffith crosses over, losing it, gets it back. Gets it to Kendall Jordan. Gets it to Owens. Gets it to Robinson. Robinson, 10 on the shot clock, guarded by Gets the midcourt logo. Robinson driving inside. Pull up 15-footer is up. Off the front, no good. Rebounded by Williams. Williams pushing the ball up the court. Williams pushing. Williams pulls it back. Outside to Kelman. Gets it to Gist. Gets it to Exxon. Straight on 3. Oh, way off. Air ball. Rebound taken down by Griffith. Griffith gets it to Robinson, slowly setting up this offense.
You're hearing Coach McAuliffe there. He said attack. Exactly. He doesn't want to see the Bulldogs keep shooting these jumpers. They're just settling for way too many jumpers.
Robinson out top. Gets it to Kendall Jordan. Jordan gets it to Owens. Owens guarded by Exxon. Owens with 15 points. Gets it to Robinson. Robinson behind the 3-point line, guarded by Gist. 12 on the shot clock. Gets it to Ware. Ware gets it to the corner to Owens. Owens to the foul line. Floater is up. No good, but he will get 2 free throws.
was a good move to the net there by Owens.
Foul is on Exxon. That will be the first foul on Exxon. He has 10 points, and that's the difference. We see John Jay attacking the basket and getting to the free throw line as Owens will get 2 free throws.
Bulldogs have to stop shooting these three-point shots, and it's still lingering in this first half. And the Bulldogs, when you keep settling for threes and you're not knocking them down, your opponent's knocking them down, you're just creating problems for yourself. You have to go to the paint.
Owens hits the first free throw. He has 16 points. Second free throw is up. In and out, no good. 44-34, John Jay. 17 minutes to go here in the second half. Gets to Kelman. Kelman driving inside. Outside to the corner. It's a three-pointer for Diaz. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Jamel Gist knocked out of bounds. And the ball will stay right here with the Brooklyn College Bulldogs. They'll get a new 35-second shot clock. And that's another three-point attempt for the Brooklyn College Bulldogs.
It's been the story. It's been three after
Kelman
three.
inbounds to Exxon. Tips it up off the back rim and in. Good inbounds pass by Jai Kelman, seeing the cutting Exxon. 44-36 John Jay. 16:42 to go here in the second half.
These are the plays the Bulldogs have to make. Just go to the paint.
Gino Ware gets it to Robinson straight on. Gets it to the corner to Owens. Owens gets it to Karady Griffith. Griffith back to Owens. Owens for three! Off the front rim, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound, Kendall Jordan. Jordan picks up his dribble. Off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound. Forcing it up. Off the front rim, no good. But he is fouled as Brooklyn College once again being beat on the offensive glass.
And we talked about Kendall Jordan, how big of a thorn in the side he was for the Bulldogs in their last meeting. And now it's starting to take play here. He forced a second chance, third chance, and then drew the foul.
That's the second foul on Exxon. First free throw is up for Jordan. Off the front rim, no good.
But John Jay's not been converting from the line. That's also been a little bit of an issue, too.
That's what's kept Brooklyn College alive. They're only down by 8. Says Kendall Jordan will get one more free throw. Second free throw is up. Off the front rim, no good. Rebounded by Lorenzo Williams. Williams gets it to Exxon. Exxon to Jamel Gist. Jamel Gist back to Exxon. The midcourt logo to Lorenzo Williams straight away. Pulls up. Outside to Kelman for three. It's good. And now the lead is down to 5. 44-39. Brooklyn College slowly getting back into this game. They're on a 10-3 run.
And that's the first points of the game for Jai Kelman. He had been held to 0 points.
Out top is Darryl Robinson. Gets it to Griffith. Griffith out top. Brooklyn College in the zone defense. Griffith to the midcourt logo. 18 on the shot clock. Picks up his dribble to Owens behind the three-point line. Owens in the corner to Robinson for three. Way off. Rebound taken down by Williams. Williams losing it. Gets it to Jai Kelman of Brooklyn College. Kelman gets it to Exxon in the corner. Back to Jai Kelman. Kelman driving inside. Floater is up. Off the back rim. No good. Rebounded by Kendall Jordan. Jordan waits. Gets the ball to Karady Griffith. Griffith gets the ball to Darryl Robinson to the midcourt logo. 44-39 John Jay. 15 minutes, 18 seconds to go here in the second half. Gets it to Owens, picks up his dribble to Jordan behind the three-point line. Jordan inside, knocked away. Coming up with it is Robinson. He's tripped and fouled. And the ball will stay with the John Jay Bloodhounds as they'll take the ball out. They'll get a fresh 35-second shot clock. That's a huge punch in the stomach. As South Riaga and Michael Maldonado will check in for John Jay. Gino Ware and Karady Griffith will get a rest for John Jay.
First foul on Lorenzo Williams.
As John Jay will inbound. Inbound goes to South Riaga. Out top is a long three for Owens. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Exxon. We have a foul on Anthony South Riaga.
Loose ball foul there off the rebound.
Exxon will take it out. That's the second foul on South Riaco, the first team foul for John Jay here in the second half. 44-39 John Jay, exactly 15 minutes to go here in the second half.
Bulldogs have not led in this game.
Not yet. As they get it to Jai Kelman at the left wing. Kelman gets it to Exxon at the left corner. Exxon pulls it out. Gets it to Kelman to Gist. Gets it to Exxon to Kelman. Fakes a three. Drives inside. Off the glass, no. But he will get 2 free throws. And finally, Brooklyn College takes the ball to the basket. And because of it, they'll get 2 free throws. Foul is on Kendall Jordan. His third foul, which is really important as he's one of John Jay's best players.
And if the Bulldogs can get Jordan out of the game, who's been a threat on the rebounding, that could be huge later in the game.
It sure will, as Jai Kelman will get 2 free throws. First free throw is up. Off the front rim, no good. As Enos Nikovic will check into the basketball game for Steven Diaz.
Diaz created some good energy starting that first half, so he got a 3 and did a good job.
Kevin Crosby will check in for Kendall Jordan for John Jay. 44-39, John Jay. 14 minutes, 43 seconds to go here in the second half. Second free throw for Kelman is up. It's good. And now The lead is cut to 4 for John Jay as Saltriaga will slowly set up the offense at the midcourt logo, guarded by Exxon. Gets it to Owens at the right wing. Back to Saltriaga at the midcourt logo. Saltriaga, and we have a foul on Brooklyn College.
It's on Nakovic.
On Enos Nakovic, a foul away from the basketball.
That's foul number 2 on Nakovic.
Second foul on Enos Nakovic. It's the 14th foul on Brooklyn College. Michael Maldonado will take the basketball out. John Jay with a fresh 35-second shot clock.
It's been a rough night for Nakovic.
Yes, it has. It goes to Crosby, goes to Saltriaga. Saltriaga to Robinson. A wide open three. It's good. Where was the defense? That's his 4th three-pointer of the game. He has 16 points, 47-40 John Jay. 14-16 to go here in the second half.
And he's still perfect from the field.
Gets it to Williams. Williams gets it to Gist. To Exxon, fakes a three. It's knocked away. Coming up with it is Jai Kelman, 20 on the shot clock. Kelman gets it to Williams. Williams, one dribble. Crosses over, guarded by Saltriaga to Kelman. Kelman for 3! Off the front rim, no good. Rebound taken now by Saltriaga. Saltriaga pushing it up the court. Gets it to Robinson. We have a foul.
And another foul on Nakovic.
Foul on Nakovic. That's his 3rd personal foul. Another foul away from the play. Very frustrating for Brooklyn as they're trying to come back. Two straight fouls away from the basketball on Enos Nakovic.
And Coach McCallup's going to make a change. A technical was called on Enos Nakovic.
A technical
That's
foul.
What the reps were.
No,
I noticed he made a sharp.
That's what they called, actually. Enos Nakovic with his 3rd technical this season. And it would be one free throw for Chris Owens. Free throw is up. In and out, no good. And you cannot afford to give away points when you're trying to come back here.
And Diaz is going to come into the game. He will replace Nakovic. And again, it's been a very rough night for the big man on the Bulldogs.
Second free throw for Owens is up. It's good. 48-40, John Jay.
Plus, they get possession on the technical as well.
Just what I was about to mention. 13 minutes, 52 seconds to go here in the second half. Inbounds pass. Goes to the corner to Maldonado. To Robinson. Robinson driving inside. Robinson left-handed. Shot is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Exxon. Up the court to Jai Kelman. Kelman pushing it up. Kelman drives off the glass and in. Good drive by Jai Kelman as he had numbers. 48-42 John Jay. 13:34 to go here in regulation.
Jai Kelman now starting to heat up a little bit.
Robinson setting up the offense. Robinson up the court to Maldonado. Maldonado inside.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul as Steven Diaz drew the charge. Good job by Steven Diaz, sacrificing his body. The ball go right back over to the Brooklyn College Bulldogs as Karady Griffith will check in for Maldonado for John Jay College. 48-42 John Jay. 13 minutes, 24 seconds to go here in the second half.
Now this is a chance for the Bulldogs to really start to build some momentum now.
Yes, it is. Jamel Gist gets it to the midcourt logo, guarded by Karady Griffith, 25 from the shot clock. Gist at the right wing, gets to Lorenzo Williams, fakes a three, pulls up from the foul line, it's up and in, and the lead is now down to 4 points. Lorenzo Williams now with 15 points. Good job not taking the three-pointers. We have a timeout, a full timeout for Brooklyn College, Rich McAuliffe, and now we'll get Mark Alkin on the microphone. And right now, as the lead is down to 4 points, what has impressed you from Brooklyn College so far as they have chipped into this game?
They finally started taking the ball inside. It just feels like all throughout the first half they were trying to make the hard play, trying to take the three. But, there's a difference between shooting the three and just launching,
Yeah.
But they've started to go inside and try to take the easy play, and it's starting to pay dividends. Back to you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. And yes, as he said, not settling for three-pointers as much. They settled a little bit here in the second half, but I point to that last play where Lorenzo Williams could have taken the three-pointer as he would have in the first half, but he had the intelligence to pull up for a higher percentage shot from the foul line as we get statistics right here. Right now, Brooklyn College has outscored John Jay 15-7 here in the second half. Brooklyn College has taken 7 three-pointers, 2 out of 7 from the three-point line, shooting 5 out of 25. And right now, John Jay shooting 20 out of 39. So far, just 2 of 9 here in the second half. 2 of 6 from the free throw line. They're 3 out of 12, which has really kept Brooklyn College alive in this game.
It absolutely has, Adam, absolutely. And the Bulldogs now find themselves in a spot where, hey, if we can focus here and just finish plays in the paint, they could still come back in this game. Still a lot of time to play. 13 minutes left. Bulldogs down 48-44.
As Chris Owens of John Jay will inbound. 48-44 John Jay, 13 minutes, 5 seconds to go here in regulation. Inbounds pass goes to Saldriaga, slowly setting up this offense. He will be guarded by Brooklyn College's Exxon. The midcourt logo crosses over. He's in trouble. Jai Kelman collapses to the corner to Robinson. Brooklyn College pressuring. It's a three-pointer for John Jay. It's up and in. It's a three-pointer for Karady Griffith. 51-44 John Jay. 7 points for Karady Griffith. Williams driving, gets it to Exxon at the right wing. Exxon to Jai Kelman. Jai Kelman setting up the offense. Out top, gets it to Jamel Gist. Jamel Gist at the midcourt logo. Jamel Gist picks up his dribble to Lorenzo Williams. Lorenzo Williams thought about a three. Goes to the foul line. Outside to Gist. To Diaz. A wide open three. In and out, no good. Rebound taken down by Owens. Owens gets it to Robinson. Robinson slowly pushing the ball up the court to the midcourt logo. Guarded by Jamel Gist. Robinson crossing over. Robinson with 16 points. He has it knocked away, but Owens comes up with it. Fighting for it is Exxon, and Exxon has called for the foul as he fought for the basketball. That is the third personal foul on Exxon, which is big because he is one of Brooklyn College's best scorers, and they have struggled offensively all night.
Bulldogs are also one foul away from being in the penalty. That's their sixth team foul.
Pass goes to Saldriaga. Saldriaga driving inside. Saldriaga has stripped and fouled by Steven Diaz. He will get 2 free throws, as that is the 17th foul on Brooklyn College.
That'll be the 17th foul. So now the Bulldogs are in the penalty. 1-1 will be coming up for Saldriaga.
Saldriaga with 2 points in this game. It'll be a 1-1 situation right now. So the free throw is up. First of 2 free throws is good. John Jay now leads Brooklyn College 52-44. 12 minutes, 5 seconds to go here in the second half, as Saldriaga will get 1 more foul shots. He gets set. Free throw is up. In and out, no good. Rebound taken down by Lorenzo Williams. Gets it to Exxon. 52-44 John Jay. Exactly 12 minutes to go here in regulation. Jamel Gist at the midcourt logo. Jamel Gist setting up the offense to Jai Kelman. Kelman at the left wing. Gets it to Exxon. Exxon inside to Williams. Williams deep inside. Lays it up off the glass and in. As it's a good pass by Exxon. Finding Lorenzo Williams inside. 17 points right now for Lorenzo Williams.
He's had a good game, Lorenzo Williams.
He's carried them as Robinson gets it to the midcourt logo. Goes behind his back. Guarded closely by Jamel Gist. Goes around him. Pulls it back. Way outside. Crosses back over. Gets it to Saldriaga. Saldriaga to Owens. Owens driving. Gets it to Griffith. Griffith driving baseline. It's up and in. As right now, Brooklyn College cannot catch up with the basketball as John Jay moved the basketball really fast. 54-46 John Jay. Kelman thought about a three at the left wing. Gets to Williams. Williams bobbling. Has it stripped, but his foul is called on Saldriaga. Lorenzo Williams drove inside. It's the third team foul on John Jay. The third foul on Saldriaga, as Gino Ware will check into the basketball game for Anthony Saldriaga, as he has 3 personal fouls. The fourth team foul on John Jay, leading Brooklyn 54-46. 11 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in the second half. Inside to Williams. Williams out to Diaz. Diaz for 3! Off the side rim, no good. Rebound. And we have a foul on John Jay on the ground. Brooklyn College will get the ball back. It's the 5th team foul on John Jay. It's the foul on Chris Owens, his second personal foul, as Jai Kelman will inbound the basketball behind his own basket. Inbound to Exxon. Exxon to Diaz. Diaz to Kelman in the corner. Kelman to Diaz. Straight on. Gets it to Kelman. A wide open 3! Off the side rim, no good. Rebound, Exxon. Offensive rebound. Back to Kelman. Kelman pulls it back behind his back. Gets it knocked away by Griffith. Griffith pushing it up the court. Lays it up off the glass and in. A costly turnover for Brooklyn College, and John Jay takes advantage of it. Griffith now has 11 points, and the lead is back up to 10 for the John Jay Bloodhounds.
And McAuliffe just simply shaking his head. He just cannot believe that Jai Kelman took that shot.
Exxon's floater's up off the front rim, no good. Rebound, fought for. It's off Brooklyn College, and the ball go back over to the John Jay Bloodhounds as Nicholas Grosso of Brooklyn College will check in for Steven Diaz, I believe, yes. And Michael Maldonado will check in for Gino Ware for John Jay.
Struggles continue for the Bulldogs in the second half. And again, they're going back to shooting too many threes instead of going to the paint. There's still 10 and a half minutes to play.
Yes, last Saturday they took 29 three-pointers, making only 5 against Keystone College. Take the ball inside as they get it to Crosby. Crosby driving inside off the glass and in. And right now, Brooklyn College with no shot blocker inside as John Jay's Kevin Crosby takes advantage of that. It's his first field goal. Exxon's left corner. This is to Jai Kelman. Kelman to Williams. Williams takes a three. Williams drives outside to Gist. Gist for three. It's good. And right now, John Jay leads Brooklyn College 58-49. 9:50 to go here in the second half. John Jay going from right to left as Robinson sets up the offense, guarded by Gist. Drives inside, gives it to Crosby. Crosby floaters up off the back rim, gets his own rebound. Another chance, goes up, no, it's up and in. Another chance for John Jay. They take advantage of it. 60-49, John Jay. 9.5 to go here in the second half. Exxon for three. Another three-pointer is an air ball. Griffith comes up with it, and it's up to Maldonado. And Griffith setting up the offense, gets it to Darryl Robinson. Robinson's to the midcourt logo. John Jay by 11 points. 9:15 to go here in the second half. Robinson gets it to, that's Owens. Owens guarded by Grasso. Gets it to Crosby. Crosby's had to Griffith off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Exxon. Exxon gets it up to Jai Kelman. Kelman pushing the ball up the court. Gets it to Williams. Williams started by a three. Pulls it out. Guarded by Griffith. Gets to Exxon. Exxon gets it to Gist. Gets for three. Another three-pointer's missed. Rebound is taken down by John Jay. It's Griffith getting it to Robinson. He will slow this down. Another three-point shot attempt for Brooklyn. And we have a timeout right now by John Jay College. They lead Brooklyn College 60-49. 8:43 to go as I want to get Mark Alkin here on the microphone. And right now, Mark, as the lead is back up to 11, what has Brooklyn College done wrong here since our last timeouts?
Throughout this game, I've just been shaking my head here at the shot selection. I mean, feels like they've just been launching throughout the entire game.
Yes,
I mean,
they have.
Still. I mean, they got to go inside. I mean, they're trying to take the hard shot yet again.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Back to you guys.
Yes, thanks, Mark. Yes, we've seen them for like 5 straight possessions take at least one three-pointer, and that's one thing we talked about here at the half, is they have now taken 31 three-pointers.
Yeah, my word for this is frustrating. Mm-hmm. That's like the best word I can describe of this game. Very frustrating. The men's Bulldogs only 19 of 54 from the field.
Yeah.
They've shot 31 threes.
Yes.
So that amounts to really 31 of their 54 shots have been threes.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs are 5 of 10 from the line. They only have 30 rebounds.
Yeah.
John Jay with 35. Mm-hmm. They're shooting 54% from the field, 25 for 46. Mm-hmm. And that's been a scary note to see because the Bulldogs don't give up that kind of shooting per game.
Exactly.
They give up 34% from the field. So this is a very glaring number. Yeah. And for John Jay to have 26 defensive rebounds and 9 offensive rebounds, that's a number that really glares out at you right now. And the Bulldogs have only 6 turnovers, but the three-point shooting has just been the story. And the Bulldogs still with 8:43 to play, but they're just shooting themselves in the foot right now.
Yes, too many three-pointers. 31 attempts, and when you make 6 of them, that is just way too many, as Robinson will inbound to Karady Griffith in the backcourt, guarded by Harry Hazon. Karady Griffith at the midcourt logo, setting up this offense. 20 on the shot clock. Gets it to Chris Owens, guarded aggressively by Grasso. Gets it to Robinson. Pull-up jumper is off the back rim, no good. Rebound Maldonado, lost it, and Williams comes up with it, or Brooklyn College. Williams pushing the ball up the court. Williams picks up his dribble, gets it to Gist. Gist straight away, guarded by Darryl Robinson. 60-49 John Jay. 8:17 to go here in the second half. Gets it to Exxon straight away, fakes. Harry Hazon thought about a three. Harry Hazon to Williams. Williams shoots a three. It's good. And the lead is now cut to 8, 60-52. 8 minutes to go here in regulation.
That's 20 points now for Lorenzo Williams. So he's had a great game tonight for the Bulldogs.
Where would they be without him?
Absolutely.
As Darryl Robinson sets up the offense, guarded by Gist, gets to Owens. Owens pull-up foul line jumper off the back rim, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes up, air ball. Coming up with it is Exxon. Exxon gets to Williams, lost it. Coming up with it is Griffith of John Jay. To Owens, lays it up off the glass and in. A costly turnover as the lead is now back up to 10. It could have been cut to 6, but now it's back to 10 for John Jay. 7.5 to go here in the second half. Inside to Grasso. Inside to Williams. Inside, we have a foul on John Jay as Jamel Gist was fouled inside. A costly turnover on that last possession by Brooklyn. The lead is back to 10 with 7:24 to go. And now Jamel Gist will get 2 free throws. One of few times that Brooklyn College has seen the foul line this game. As Gist will get 2 free throws.
Foul was on Crosby. That's his first.
First free throw is up. It's good. As Kendall Jordan and Gino Ware will check in for Kevin Crosby and Michael Maldonado for John Jay.
And now the big rebounder for John Jay is back in Kendall Jordan. Yeah. The Bulldogs really have to be aware of him now at the boards.
Yeah, it's Jamel Gist will get one more free throw. Gist gets set. Free throw is up. It's good. He now has 10 points. 62-54, John Jay. 7:24 to go here in the second half. As Brooklyn College showing light pressure. Chris Owens gets it across the timeline, guarded by Nicholas Grasso. John Jay going from right to left in their road blue uniforms. As Karady Griffith is at the midcourt logo, guarded by Harry Hazon. Gets it to Owens. Owens losing it, gets it back. It's 17 on the shot clock. Gets it to the foul line. Floater is up, both the front, no good. Rebounded by Exxon. Exxon dribbling the ball up the court. Gets it to the midcourt logo. Gets it to Jamel Gist. Jamel Gist to Nicholas Grasso. To Lorenzo Williams in the corner. Gets it to Grasso. Gets to Exxon. A wide open three. In and out, no good. Rebound Grasso. We have a foul on the ground. The foul will go against Kendall Jordan. That's his fourth personal foul. Very big for Brooklyn College. As I mentioned, he's one of their greatest rebounders. He's killed Brooklyn College tonight on the boards. And Jamel Gist will get 2 free throws. It's the 17th foul on John Jay. As Crosby will check right back into the game for Kendall Jordan. He gets a very short rest as Kendall Jordan, as soon as he came back into the basketball game, committed his 4th foul.
This is the guy you want taking free throws for the Bulldogs, and Jamel Gist.
Free throws up. Misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Rebounded by Crosby. And it's handed off to Karady Griffith. 62-54 John Jay. 6:38 to go here in the second half. At the midcourt logo is Griffith. Griffith gets it to Owens. Owens guarded by Grasso. Owens spinning. Falls away. Gets it to Robinson. Robinson pulls it back out. Guarded by Grasso. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Pull up 3 for Robinson. Off the rim, no good. Rebound is saved to Nicholas Grasso of Brooklyn. Exxon pushing it up. Gets it to Gist. Gist pushing it up. Gets to Williams. Williams foul line. Jumper off the glass. No good. Rebound taken down by Crosby of John Jay. John Jay going from right to left in their road blue uniforms. And it's handed off to Robinson. Robinson gets to the midcourt logo. 25 on the shot clock. Guarded by Jamel Gist. Robinson out top. Crosses over. 20 on the shot clock. 62-54 John Jay. Gets it to Gino Ware. Ware guarded by Williams on the switch. Gets it to Owens. Owens guarded by Grasso. 10 on the shot clock. Driving to the left. Inside. Off the rim. No good. Offensive rebound for Crosby. A new 35 for John Jay.
This has been the story. Rebounds by John Jay, creating second chance opportunities. And the Bulldogs now, clock is not on their side.
As Robinson will use some clock right here. 5.5 to go. Time running out on the Bulldogs. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Crosby. Crosby driving on Grasso. It's an air ball. And we have a traveling violation, I believe. No, it's knocked out of bounds.
No.
It's out of bounds. He'll go back over to the Bulldogs.
Like a player on John Jay stepped out of bounds, yes.
As Jai Kelman will check in for Harry Hazon. Brooklyn College has to really make a push right here. 5:21 to go. Trailing John Jay 62-54 as Gist gets into the midcourt logo to Jai Kelman at the left wing. Guarded by Gino Ware. Gets it to Williams at the foul line. Pulls it back. Outside to Kelman. Kelman straight on. Guarded by Owens. Gets to Grasso to Williams. Back to Grasso to Kelman. Kelman for 3. It's up and in. And the lead is now cut to 5. 62-57. 5 minutes to go here in the second half. As Brooklyn College still fighting. Trailing just by 5.
Bulldogs are now starting to come back. Jai Kelman now starting to heat up a little bit.
Karady Griffith, guarded by Kelman, driving inside. Outside to 3 for Robinson. On the side rim, no good.
Hit the backboard.
Hit the top of the backboard. It's out of bounds. It'll go back over to the Brooklyn College Bulldogs as Anthony Saldriaga will check in for John Jay. Chris Owens will get a rest.
Here's a chance for the Bulldogs now if they can cut this lead to 1 possession.
As Jamel Gist slowly sets up the offense. 62-57, John Jay. 4.5 to go here in regulation. As John Jay is now in a zone defense. Gist gets it to Exxon. Exxon back to Jai Kelman at the right wing. Kelman for 3! Off the rim, no good.
That
and it hits the top of the shot clock again. And it will go right back over to the John Jay Bloodhounds. This building would have exploded had that gone down.
They would have, absolutely.
As right now, John Jay will set up the offense. Anthony Saldriaga being guarded closely by Jai Kelman. Saldriaga goes behind his back. Guarded by Kelman out top. 62-57 John Jay. 4:15 to go here in regulation. Griffith gets the ball to Robinson. Robinson guarded by Gist. Robinson gets a pick. Robinson gets it to Higgins. Gets it to Saltriaga. Saltriaga driving inside, and he lays it up and in. A missed assignment as now John Jay goes back up by 7. 3:57 to go here in regulation. Gist driving inside to the foul line, lays it up off the glass and in. Good drive by Jamel Gist as he saw an open lane. 64-59 John Jay. 11 points for Jamel Gist.
So now the Bulldogs have to make some stops defensively.
Yes, you cannot trade baskets right now. 64-59. Saltriaga driving. It's an offensive foul. Good job by Jamel Gist. Sacrificing his body as he forced an offensive foul. As that's the 4th foul on Saltriaga.
And here comes Owens and Jordan.
As Chris Owens and Kendall Jordan will check into this basketball game for Jesse Higgins and Gino Ware. 64-59 John Jay. 3:36 to go here in regulation. Jamel Gist dribbling the ball at his feet. The clock has not started yet, and now it starts. He picks up the basketball, gets it to Grasso, to Williams, fakes the shot at the right baseline, gets it to Kelman. Kelman gets it to Gist. Gist behind the three-point line, gets it to Kelman, gets it to Grasso, gets it to Exile for 3. Off the firm, no good. Rebound tracked down by Williams, new 35. Driving inside, gets to the Exxon, driving baseline, lays it up, missed a layup. Gets offensive rebound, lays it up and in, and it is now a 3-point game. A 7-2 run for Brooklyn. 64-61 John Jay. 3 minutes to go.
And now look at the energy out of the Bulldogs.
Layup is up, no good for Robinson. Exxon comes up with it. John Kelman pushing it up. Kelman driving inside off the glass and in. It's a 1-point game. 2:53 to go here in regulation. Brooklyn College has been fighting all second half. 64-63. Timeout, John Jay. As right now, Brooklyn College has fought valiantly. It's been an uphill battle the entire night. They have yet to take the lead. 64-63 Brooklyn College. 2:46 to go here in regulation.
I think we're going to see a lead coming for the Bulldogs. I think very soon the Bulldogs now have finally woken up. The quad has exploded.
Yes.
And now the Bulldogs just find themselves 1 point behind. And now John Jay on the sidelines. I think they're a little beside themselves here. The Bulldogs just continuing to fight.
Yes.
And if the Bulldogs if they can put a win together here today, this will be some comeback for Coach McAuliffe and his Bulldogs here tonight.
Yes, it'll be a huge confidence builder as they haven't really been in this position since the opening game of the season against William Patterson. So this is a real test of character for them as we get stats right here. Brooklyn College has outscored John Jay 34-23 in the second half. Right now, for Brooklyn College, they're led by Lorenzo Williams, 20 points and 12 rebounds. Exxon also has a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds. Jai Kelman has struggled for most of the game, but he's hit 2 big three-pointers here in the second half after he was 0 of 5 in the first half. And Jamel Gist has also woken up. This is the depth we talked about for Brooklyn College. It's good to see other guys finally get involved in this basketball game, as at the half, only Lorenzo Williams and Exxon were really participating offensively. And John Jay has really slowed down here in the second half. Can credit Brooklyn College for cutting down in the three-pointers a little bit. I say a little bit because they have taken 18 threes here in the second half. But nonetheless, they've cut down a little bit, and they see open lanes. And instead of taking an ill-advised three-pointer, Jamel Gist will take advantage of that open lane as we only have a 1-point game right now, 64-63, as Darryl Robinson will inbound the basketball right in front of our broadcast booth. Inbounds pass, goes to Saltriaga. Saltriaga guarded by Kelman. Saltriaga turns, gets it to Griffith. It's 25 on the shot clock. Griffith looking, gets it to Robinson, guarded closely by Gist. Crosses over, picks up his dribble, gets it to Saltriaga. Jai Kelman gambles, 15 on the shot clock. Robinson, guarded closely by Gist. Robinson driving inside, has it knocked away. Coming up with it is Griffith. Jumper is up off the firm, no good. Offensive rebound, Chris Owens, a new 35 for John Jay. Kicks it out to Saltriaga. Gets it to Robinson. Robinson slowly setting up the midcourt logo, holding the basketball. Pulls it back out, guarded by Gist. 25 on the shot clock. Gets it to Owens. Owens guarded by Exxon. Owens out top. Gets the ball to Jordan. Jordan guarded by Williams behind the three-point line. Gets it to Robinson. 15 on the shot clock. Guarded by number 15, Jamel Gist. 12 on the shot clock. He starts his drive. Picks up his dribble. Griffith guarded by Grasso. Griffith drives inside. Layup is blocked, but a foul on Exxon as he thought he had a clean block on Kendall Jordan. Wow. But it's a foul on Exxon. A tough call as I myself thought that was all ball. What do you think about that?
I don't know about that one at all. Exxon went all out there on that block.
And
he can't believe it either. That's his 4th foul on Exxon.
As Kendall Jordan would get 2 free throws, the clock was down to 5, but fortunately, John Jay has been terrible from the free throw line all game actually. First free throw is up. No good! They're 4 out of 15 from the free throw line. That has kept them alive in this game.
And now the crowd has really gotten into it now.
Second free throw coming for Jordan. Takes 3 dribbles. Eyes the rim. Free throw is up. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound Williams. Brooklyn College a chance to take their first lead of the game. Exxon pushing it up to the midcourt logo. Exxon gets the ball to Jamel Gist at the midcourt logo. 25 on the shot clock. Gets to the right wing to Exxon. Exxon looking. Gets to Kelman. John Jay in his zone. Back to Exxon behind the 3-point line. 60 on the shot clock. Inside to Grosso. Lays it up and in. The first lead for Brooklyn College. 65-64 Brooklyn. A minute 25 to go here in regulation. What a game we have had here tonight.
Absolutely, Adam. And now the Bulldogs. Can they finish?
Southriaga brought up by Jai Kelman. Picks up his dribble. In trouble. Gets to Owens. Owens driving inside. It's up and in. And John Jay regains the lead. 66-65. Coming up on a minute to go in regulation. Jai Kelman out top. Gets it to Exxon. Back to Kelman. Kelman driving inside. Reverse layup. No. Williams the offensive rebound. Knocked out of bounds. And the referee's thinking about what decision to make. He'll stay right here with Brooklyn. They'll get a fresh 35-second shot clock. 58.4 to go in regulation. 66-65, John Jay.
Adam, now we have a basketball game. My heart is beating out of my chest right now.
We do. Inbound to Jamel Gist, a new 35. Setting up the offense in the midcourt logo. Gets it to Kelman. Kelman at the right wing. Kelman gets it to Nicholas Grosso. Gets it to Exxon. Exxon behind the 3-point line. And we have a foul on John Jay. Foul is on Chris Owens as Exxon drove to the basket.
So it's a 1-and-1 for Exxon.
It's a 1-and-1 coming up for Exxon. Huge free throws for Exxon as John Jay leads Brooklyn 66-65, 45 and 6/10 seconds to go here in regulation. It's a 1-and-1. Free throw is up. No good. He missed the front end. Rebounded by Griffith, and we have a foul on Nicholas Grosso. Oh, man, a huge missed free throw and a huge foul call on Grosso as John Jay will be shooting free throws at the other end.
Grosso can't believe it either. He didn't think he was fouled at all. That's the second foul on Grosso, and now a 1-and-1 coming for John Jay.
As Gino Ware will check in for number 3, Saldriaga. 34 seconds to go, 44 and 1/10 seconds to go in regulation. 66-65 John Jay as Coach Rich McCauley for Brooklyn College wants a timeout right here. And it's a full timeout. We'll throw it over to Mark Alkin. And Mark, after these 2 free throws, what does Brooklyn College have to do offensively?
Well, after these 2 free throws, I mean, if I were them, I would go for a drive here.
Yeah,
drive the lane here. Try to maybe make them foul you, extend the game.
Yes.
I mean, if you go inside, good things will happen.
Yes.
Back to you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Yes, Brooklyn College has done a seemingly better job taking the ball to the basket right here in the second half. As we were talking about over and over again, it's been like a broken record. They took too many threes in the first half. As we get our stats right here. Here in the second half, John Jay has out-rebounded Brooklyn 44-40. John Jay with 14 offensive rebounds. Brooklyn has done a much better job on the glass as they have 17 offensive rebounds at the half. John Jay had more offensive rebounds, so Brooklyn being a lot more aggressive here in the second half. Lorenzo Williams has just had a great ball game. Where would they be without him? 20 points and 13 rebounds, including 3 3-pointers and 8 out of 12 from the field. And what has really saved Brooklyn College, you look at the free throw line for John Jay. 4 out of 16 from the free throw line, 25%, and that is why Brooklyn College has hung around for the brunt of this game. If they made their free throws, John Jay probably would have pulled away by now.
Absolutely. Still have 44 seconds, but these are big free throws coming for John Jay.
As Karady Griffith will shoot 2.
And you have to imagine that this crowd is on its feet right here, hoping for misses from the John Jay Bloodhounds here.
Yes, as he'll get 2 free throws now. The West Quad Gymnasium gets loud. Griffith, 1-and-1. It's no good, but the rebound is taken down by Griffith. And he is fouled. There's a foul on Brooklyn College as once again they are beat to the offensive glass. It's on Exxon.
And he's out of the
game. That's the 5th foul on Exxon. He's fouled out. Oh, man, a huge play right there. Exxon has fouled out this basketball game as Brooklyn College once again fails to get a defensive rebound. It's been a problem all game. As I mentioned, they've been getting a little bit better, but this is the time, especially when the team misses free throws, that you got to rebound.
Yeah.
You cannot let rebounds get away.
The rebounding has been killing the Bulldogs here today.
Steven Diaz will check in for Exxon. Exxon with 12 points on 4 out of 14 shooting, 1 of 8 from 3. A rough night for him. 2 free throws coming up right now for Karady Griffith. Griffith gets set as the West Quad building gets loud. Free throw is up. No good. They are now 4 out of 17 from the free throw line as it is still 66-65 John Jay. 42 seconds to go here in regulation.
The game is still in the hands for Brooklyn College to try to come back.
Where the game is won and lost. Second free throw is up. It's good. Finally they connect. 67-65 John Jay. 40 seconds to go here in regulation. Jamel Giss across the timeline. Gets it to Diaz. Back to Giss. Giss at the midcourt logo. Setting up the offense. 30 seconds to go. Diaz gets it to Williams. Williams crossing over. 20 on the shot clock. 26 on the game clock. Williams spins. Inside to Grosso. Lays it up. It's good. And he's fouled. Good pass by Lorenzo Williams as he saw Nicholas Grosso inside. It's the second time he's done that. Good pass inside. And now the game is tied at 67, 22 and 8/10 seconds to go here in regulation. Lorenzo Williams with an intelligent spin move inside as we have a timeout for John Jay. Oh, man, what a game we've had here tonight.
And how good has Grasso been at the end of the game?
Yes.
2 big baskets to give the Bulldogs both of their leads, their only lead, and now he's a chance to give them the lead right back again. Still 22 seconds.
And that's the importance of moving without the ball. When you move without the ball, you cut inside. When you don't have the basketball, you find an opening. And Lorenzo Williams, I would say the games I've done, he has just been such a clutch passer, finding the open man either behind the three-point line or finding someone cutting to the basket on many occasions. Twice for Nicholas Grosso, as John Perriente said, he's just been so big, finding the right spots in the paint. And he has a chance to get Brooklyn College the lead right back. 22.8 seconds to go here in regulation as he will get 1 free throw right now. Nicholas Grosso, as the referee gets set to give him the ball.
This is for the lead if you're Nicholas Grasso.
Grosso gets set. Free throw is up for the lead. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound Griffith. 20 seconds to go. No shot clock. Saldriaga gets it to Griffith. 17 seconds to go. 15 seconds. Griffith at the midcourt logo. Griffith guarded by Kelman. Griffith gets it to Owens. 9 seconds to go and a timeout for John Jay. Oh, man, a big miss for Nicholas Grosso. We are tied at 67. John Jay will take the basketball out with 8.7 seconds to go here in regulation. Game is tied at 67.
Grasso had a chance there to give the team the lead. Now you have to make a big defensive play.
Yes.
Could we see overtime at the Quad? We don't say it often.
We just might. And I'd like to throw it over to Mark Alkin for a second. What does Brooklyn College have to do defensively on this next possession?
Deny the ball to their shooters there. Don't let them get an open look there from 3 and just lock down whatever you do. And another thing, whatever you do not foul.
Exactly.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Mark. Yes.
Thank you, Mark.
It's obvious, but it's very, very intelligent to say, do not foul. The game is tied. 8.7 seconds to go here in regulation. And also, if they happen to take an early shot, make sure you box out.
Absolutely.
They have killed Brooklyn College all night on the offensive glass. You got to box out. A defensive possession does not stop until you get the defensive rebound.
It's been a very exciting second half.
Yes,
Bulldogs
it
were
has.
down by 12 at halftime. Coach Brian Shea had said this team needed to wake up.
Yes.
Well, they woke up in the second half, late in the second half, with just under 3 minutes to play.
Yes.
And now the Bulldogs find themselves in a tied game, 67-all. Either we go to overtime
As Darryl
or John
Robinson,
Jay can try to win the game right here.
Robinson will inbound the basketball at the right baseline. 8.7 to go. The game is tied. inside to Owens. Owens at the midcourt logo. Owens pulls up for a jumper. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound. Gist pushing it up, 1 second to go.
McAuliffe, did he call a time?
McAuliffe called the timeout.
McAuliffe called a timeout.
Rich McAuliffe wants a timeout. Did he get it before the buzzer sounded? Yes, he did. And now we'll try to discuss how much time should be on the clock.
I think it should be at least 1 second, maybe 1.3.
Yeah.
The clock just kept running after the timeout was called. They're going to get a full timeout. But right now the clock shows 0.
Yeah, now they're going to figure out how much time should be on the clock. No time is left, but there should be about 1.3, 1.5 in my estimation.
Oh, at least. That's enough to get at least a shot.
Yeah.
That's enough for at least a shot. The question will be, who do you give the ball to with 1 point? We'll see how much time's on the clock. But if it's less than a second, you have to do a catch and shoot.
Exactly.
You have to do a catch and shoot at worst if it's less than a second.
They probably have to really inbound it fast, a tip shot into Lorenzo Williams.
The referee's going over to the scorer's table, and I don't know how much time they're going to put. This is good. But I'll tell you what, Adam, this has been an exciting game.
Exactly.
What a game this has been.
Chris Owens had a great look on that last possession. Fortunately for Brooklyn, it clanged off the front of the rim. And Jamel Gist, at 6 feet tall, running in from the three-point line to get a huge defensive rebound, a department where Brooklyn College has struggled at all night long. But they get the rebound when they have to.
Adam, you called a game a few days ago against Keystone College.
Yes.
And I'll bet if I were the fans, I was holding my breath at the end of this one.
Yes.
And here we are in a tied game. The officials are still talking on the sidelines. The clock hit 0, but there was no word that we're in overtime yet.
Yeah.
So it's still, as of now, the second period, even though there's 0 time. The officials are talking it over, and they're going to put 1.1 seconds on the clock. So that should be enough to get at least
a catch and shoot.
A catch and a shoot, at least. That'll be enough time. I'd say you have to give it to your best guy, have him take the shot.
Get it to Williams, probably on a quick inbounds pass, a quick tip. If they guard it really well, I recommend Steven Diaz move without the basketball and find an opening. He is their best spot-up shooter for Brooklyn College.
John Jay hit a basket at the buzzer in the first half. Can the Bulldogs do it here in the second half?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to see.
As right now, Brooklyn College will go the length of the floor.
That's the only thing that's going to be a little unfortunate. You thought the ball was going to be at half court. It's not.
Yeah, so that's a little tough for Brooklyn. As Grasso will inbound, they'll go the length of the floor.
Timeout.
We have a timeout for Grasso as Brooklyn College had trouble getting the ball in. Right now, it's a really tough situation. As right now, it's a 30-second timeout for Rich McAuliffe. 1.1 to go when Brooklyn College resumes action.
The unfortunate thing for the Bulldogs here is they're going to have to take the ball from the end court.
Yeah.
It's not a half-court play, so you're going to really have to lob it in and hope you have to hope maybe that neither Gist will get it, maybe Lorenzo Williams can just put it into the hoop to finish.
Yeah.
You're really going to have to see what happens here. Otherwise, we could be looking at overtime here at the West Quad.
And the difference is the last time when they played Keystone, 2 different things about this situation. One, there was 25 seconds left. Brooklyn was down by 1, and Brooklyn inbounded behind their own baskets. But now they're going to go all 94 feet in 1.1 second as we resume. Nicholas Grasso being guarded. Clock, 0.9 left as Brooklyn College will regain possession. Nicholas Grasso will inbound from a little bit closer. Now Brooklyn will go about 90 feet.
It's still, though, another timeout's been called.
Timeout is called, a full timeout by Rich McAuliffe. 0.9 to go. Brooklyn College, as we saw right there, had a lot of trouble getting it in over the outstretched arms of Kendall Jordan.
I mean, as you look at this, the Bulldogs either are going to have to play this tactic of advancing the ball up by 0.2 of a second and keep moving it up the court. But as you do that, though, the clock runs down, and then you really minimize your chance at a catch and shoot. So basically, you'd have to kind of throw the ball in and kind of have somebody tip it in, kind of like they do in volleyball. You have to kind of tip it into the basket and get that finishing shot. I'll tell you what, it's been quite a final 2 minutes here at the West Quad Gymnasium.
Yes.
Bulldogs looked dead in the first half, didn't play with that type of energy, but then the second half came. Jai Kelman heated up, then Jamel Gist heated up.
Yes.
Lorenzo Williams continued to heat up.
Yeah.
And the Bulldogs, here we are at a 67 all game. And very slowly, if the Bulldogs can get a big play here, we'll be, I think, celebrating one of the most improbable wins this whole season.
Exactly. They almost had one in the season opener against William Patterson. They came back, forced overtime in that game. But now with .9 left, they have the ball, a chance to win it. As you mentioned, John Jay hit a three-pointer. Darrell Robinson hit a three-pointer to end the first half. Let's see if Brooklyn College can have the real dagger in the hearts and return the favor with a walk-off jumper. We'll see what happens right here as Lorenzo Williams will inbound the basketball. Brooklyn College will go about 90 feet as Kendall Jordan, the guy with the longest arms on John Jay, will right now deny the basketball. .9 left. Williams looking, inbounds to Kelman. He throws it for three-quarters court, air ball, and we are headed to overtime, tied at 67. What a game we have had.
Wow. I think that was about all you could do if you were Kelman there. I mean, you just didn't have a shot there. So we will go to overtime. As per overtime rules, 5 minutes. Both teams will stay over the foul limit. So every foul will be free throws. And I'll tell you what, if the Bulldogs can come back and finish this game and play and win it out here in overtime, this will be some victory.
Right now, the Bulldogs, as we enter overtime in a couple of minutes, will be without Exxon as he fouled out late in the second half. Foul because Brooklyn College gave up an offensive rebound right there. But as we talked about so much, there are so many weapons on Brooklyn. We didn't really see it in the first half, but in the second half, other guys finally started to step up. In the first half, it was just Lorenzo Williams and Exxon as Brooklyn trailed at the half, 41-29. But then Jai Kelman heated up a little bit. Jamel Gist chipped in. Nicholas Grasso has been big here in the second half, 4 out of 5, including 2 baskets. One basket to give Brooklyn their first lead of the game, and another basket which was an and one, a layup and a foul to tie the game. And now that's where we stand right here, knotted at 67. 5 minutes to go as we will have an extra session. Brooklyn College has showed so much fight here in the second half.
Grasso had a chance to hit a go-ahead free throw in the second half late. Didn't get it to fall, and thus here we are in overtime, 5 minutes. And I'll tell you what, I remember a game back in the CUNYAC quarterfinals. Medgar Evers took on Brooklyn College here at the Quad, a triple overtime thriller in which the Bulldogs came away with the win and went on to the semifinals. And that had every feel of a classic game to it. And I think this game, if the Bulldogs can finish it, will be one of the all-time classics here we're going to listen to in the history of these broadcasts.
As we get set to start the second overtime here, Chris Owens will jump against Balsam. Brooklyn in their home white uniforms. John Jay in their road blue uniforms. The tip is controlled by Nicholas Grasso of Brooklyn. Gets to Jai Kelman. Brooklyn starts the overtime going from left to right. Tied at 67, 4:53 to go in overtime. Gets to Jai Kelman. Kelman way outside. Picks up his dribble. Gets to Williams. Williams crossing over. Back to Grasso, 20 on the shot clock. To Kelman. To Gist. Behind the three-point line. To Kelman. Back to Williams. 15 on the shot clock. Williams pivoting. Fakes a three. Drives inside on Saltriaga. To Kelman. Kelman driving inside. Outside to Gist. For three. Blocked by Griffith. Back out to Kelman. 4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer is blocked by Griffith. Coming up with it is Robinson. Robinson pushing the ball up the court. Robinson to the corner. To Griffith. The corner three. In and out. No good. Rebound hit by Gist. Gist will push the ball up the court to Williams. Williams to the left wing. Pulls it out. Crossing over. Losing it. We have a reach-in foul on Gino Ware.
That's going to be his third.
Third personal foul on Gino Ware as Williams will shoot free throws here. 67-67, 4 minutes, 12 seconds to go here in overtime.
As per this overtime, both teams are going to be over the limit, 10 fouls, so it'll be free throws per foul.
Williams gets set, free throw is up. It's good, and Brooklyn College regains the lead, 68-67, 4 minutes, 12 seconds to go here in overtime, 21 for Lorenzo Williams.
What a game Lorenzo Williams has put on here tonight.
Second free throw is up. It's good. Brooklyn College takes their largest lead of the game at 2 points.
Wow.
Saltriaga setting up the offense at the midcourt logo, guarded by Kelman. Saltriaga pulls it out the right wing, gets to Griffith, gets it to Robinson. Robinson out top, gets it to Griffith. Griffith goes behind his back, 20 on the shot clock. Griffith dribbling, Gets it to Robinson behind the three-point line. 15 on the shot clock. Guarded by Jamel Gist at the midcourt logo. Gets a pick from Owens. Robinson, 10 on the shot clock, driving inside, off the glass. No, rebounded by Gist. Gist looks, and now he starts setting up the offense. 69-67 Brooklyn, approaching 3.5 to go here in regulation. Jamel Gist at the midcourt logo, setting up this offense. Gets it to Kelman. Kelman gets it to Grasso. Grasso at the right wing, gets it to Gist. Gist gets it back to Grasso straight away behind the three-point line. Back to Gist at the right wing. 13 on the shot clock, 10 on the shot clock. Gist guarded by Saltriaga. Gist goes between his legs. Kelman, 5 on the shot clock, spins, 4 on the shot clock, in trouble. So Diaz the jump, Balsam the jumper, no good. Offensive rebound for Grasso, and a new 35 for Brooklyn. Gist driving to Grasso. Back to Kelman, and he'll regroup. 28 on the shot clock, 2-point lead for Brooklyn. Three-pointer is up and in for Lorenzo Williams. His fourth three-pointer of the game. 25 points and 13 rebounds for Williams. Brooklyn College goes up by 5 points. And now John Jay coach Ryan Highland wants a timeout. A 5-point lead for Brooklyn. 2 minutes, 48 seconds to go here in the first overtime. What a turnaround. It's a full timeout right now for John Jay. Oh, man.
Wow, this is just exciting. You got to love how the Bulldogs have come out since the second half.
Yes.
Let's go back a moment. 3 minutes left. Bulldogs were down by 6.
Yes.
The Bulldogs rallied back, forced overtime.
Yeah.
Lorenzo Williams has literally carried this team on his back. 25 points. And here the Bulldogs are, just 2:48 to play, and a 5-point lead. And I got to tell you something, Adam. I mean, this team has played with so much determination.
Yes.
We talked about it again. Coach Shea said it at halftime.
Yes.
The Bulldogs needed to wake up.
Exactly.
That was his message. Wake up.
Yes.
The Bulldogs woke up with 2 minutes to play, and now the Bulldogs have continued to mount the pressure on John Jay College. And with 2:48 to play, can the Bulldogs complete the comeback here in overtime?
Brooklyn College with the first 5 points of the second half. Lorenzo Williams has hit 4 3-pointers. As I mentioned, 25 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists. And right now, John Jay is in a little bit of trouble right now, trailing by 5, 2:48 to go, as Karady Griffith will inbound the basketball in the front court for John Jay. 72-67 Brooklyn, 2:48 to go in regulation, 30 on the shot clock. Robinson pulls it back out, guarded by Gist. Has it stolen away by Grasso. Grasso pushes the ball up the court, lays it up, no good. Tipped up and in by Dennis Balsam as he was trailing right behind. A 7-0 run for Brooklyn College to start the overtime. 2.5 to go here in the overtime.
Those were the first points for Balsam. It's now a 3-possession lead.
Driving inside is Robinson. Off the glass, no. Offensive rebound. It's Crosby. Offensive rebound. Jordan up, no. But he will get 2 free throws.
Wow.
74-67 Brooklyn. 2:17 to go here in the first overtime.
Wow, this has just been incredible. The Bulldogs, built the lead. That's the second foul on Lorenzo Williams, and it will send John Jay to the line. And boy, free throws have been the Achilles heel for the Bloodhounds here today. And that free throw's no good.
This is another one. And as we've been talking about all game, most of the game we've been criticizing Brooklyn, but John Jay's weakness has been free throws.
They are 5 for 20 from the line.
25% from the foul line. Second free throw is up. No good.
21.
Rebound taken down by Balsam as he gets it to Kelman. 2:12 to go in the first overtime. 74-67 Brooklyn College. 2:05 to go. Jamel Gist setting up the offense at the midcourt logo as he wisely takes his time. 2 minutes to go in the first overtime. Brooklyn College by 7. Williams inside has it knocked away. Coming up with his Balsam. Balsam out to Kelman. 9 on the shot clock. Kelman driving inside, hop step, lays it up, it's good! John Kelman on a hop step, drives to the basket and lays it in. 9 unanswered points for Brooklyn to start the first overtime. 13 for Kelman. Griffith driving inside, has it knocked away, stolen by Grasso. Gist comes up with it. And as he approaches the timeline, crosses over. 1:27 to go in the first overtime. And gets this fouled by Chris Owens. That will be the 4th foul on him as Brooklyn College has taken complete control here in the first overtime. What a turn of events in this game.
It's just amazing what a difference a half could make. the Bulldogs. Now we're seeing the Bulldogs that we were supposed to see at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And now look at them playing with a second wind, and here they are up 9 points. And really now, with Jamel Gist's free throw, no good. The Bulldogs can all but put this game away.
Yes, as Maldonado will check in for Kevin Crosby. Brooklyn College taking full advantage of a new lease on life here in this game. Jamel Gist will get one more free throw. Gist with 13 points, eyes the rim. Free throw is up. It's good. 10 straight points in the overtime for Brooklyn as they jump out to a 10-point lead. They have stormed all the way back. As Robinson is at the midcourt logo, guarded by Gist. A minute 18 to go. Time running out on John Jay. Driving inside. Three-pointer from Maldonado is up. It's good. And those are the first points for John Jay as we have a timeout immediately after by John Jay head coach Ryan Highland. 77-70. Brooklyn College leads with 71 seconds to go here in the first overtime. And I'd like to throw it over to Mark Alkin. Mark Alkin, what have you liked so far here in the second half and the overtime for Brooklyn College?
It just seems like the first half was probably as bad as I've seen them play all year, but the energy they've had in the second half, I mean, I'm not sure exactly where the second one came from, but I'd love to be able to find out when I interview people after the game here.
Yes, as he said to you, a simple answer. Wake up. Simple answer right there.
It's just like no different than, say, Aaron Rodgers telling everybody to relax, right?
Well,
back to you guys.
That was a big three for John Jay at the same time because that broke a 10-0 run by the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
So still 1:11 to play, but the momentum completely has swung to the Bulldogs. It's just an incredible comeback they made with just under 3 minutes to play in the second half. They were down 6 points. We weren't sure if they were going to be able to come back in this game, but look where they are now. Yeah. It's just amazing how quickly this game changed when the Bulldogs got that life, and they didn't let go of it. And you got to like how they came out in the second half. They clearly responded to what they needed to come out with, and here they are just a minute 11 seconds away from winning probably one of the most improbable of games.
Yes, one of the most exciting games of the season as in the first half, John Jay outscored Brooklyn 41-29. Since that time, Brooklyn College has outscored John Jay 48 to an ironic number, 29 for John Jay. 48-29 the last two quarters as Diaz will inbound the basketball. Inbounds to Jamel Gist. Jamel Gist is fouled immediately. Fouls on John Jay as he will be shooting free throws. Fouls on Anthony Saldriaga. That is the fifth foul. He's fouled out this basketball game. Saldriaga of John Jay fouls out. He had 5 points in this game. As with 70 seconds to go in the first overtime, Jamel Gist will get 2 free throws. He has 14 points as he is one of 3 or 4 players for Brooklyn College who has just stepped up, or as Coach Brian Shea says, woken up in the second half and the first overtime.
I think the team really picked up its play after Exxon fouled out.
Yeah.
That's really where I think the Bulldogs started to take off in that overtime.
Yeah.
And it's just been an amazing comeback as the Bulldogs are looking to finish this second half.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, if they can come away with a win here today and knock off John Jay, this will be an ecstatic one. We have some activity going on the side.
Yeah,
across from us. We see a lot of security out. Obviously trying not to pay as much attention to what's going on, but something happened down there, and we're going to shy away from it for now. 1:10 to play. Brooklyn College up by 7 points as they are trying to finish off one of the most amazing comebacks this season we've seen from the Bulldogs. And believe me, there's been a lot of classics I've had the opportunity to be a part of.
Yeah.
Tyshawn Russell scoring his 1,000th point, which won the Bulldog, which was the game-winning basket against York College.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Noel hitting a clutch 3 against Medgar Evers in a triple overtime thriller.
Wow.
And then you had, and here tonight, you've seen Lorenzo Williams carry this team on his back, along with Nicholas Grasso, in just what has been one of the great comebacks of the year for this men's Bulldogs team, as they're looking to go to 16-3.
Yes, it just shows the resiliency of this team. Not giving up. They haven't been in this position in 2 months.
Yeah.
When they played William Patterson on opening Saturday, which that game was overtime as well. But Brooklyn College, from the brunt of the season, has had pretty easy games where they just dribbled the basketball out the last 5 minutes, But now it's a true test of character. How does Brooklyn College respond when somebody jumps on them?
Well, if you got to say it this way, never count these Bulldogs out. That's the best way I could say it.
Yeah.
They play that Bulldog mentality, and they're continuing to fight. They've continued to play. Nobody was pointing fingers at each other. They just continued. They got up there, got together as a team, and here we are with 1:10 to play. Jamel Gist to the line for 2 big free throws.
He will get 2 free throws, 14 points for Gist. 77-70 Brooklyn, 1:10 to go in the first overtime. He gets set. Free throw is up. It's good. 78-70 Brooklyn College. As I mentioned, 1:10 to go. 15 points right now for Jamel Gist. He'll get one more foul shot. He eyes the rim, bends his knees. Free throw is up. In and out, no good. Rebound taken down by Griffith. John Jay has to hurry up. 1:07 to go. Pulls it out. It's a three-pointer for Higgins. Air ball as Lorenzo Williams up to Jai Kelman. Kelman pushing it up. Slams it. No good. Missing off the side of the rim. Out of bounds. And it'll go over to the John Jay Bloodhounds. Kelman a little slow to get up after missing that dunk. Limping a little bit. Remember, he missed 4 games earlier this month.
Oh, if he made that dunk, if Jai Kelman did that, that would have torn the roof off the quad.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it was no foul. Kelman lost it out of bounds. Oh, and Gist almost got in there with a steal.
Jesse Higgins gets in the corner over the head of Maldonado. It'll go right back over to the Brooklyn College Bulldogs. 35 on the shot clock, 52.9 to go in the first overtime as Diaz will check in for Nicholas Grasso for Brooklyn College. As inbounding the basketball is Steven Diaz. Brooklyn College by 8 points, 52.9 to go. Inbounds pass goes to Kelman. Kelman lost it, but he's fouled immediately in the backcourt with 51.3 seconds to go. Kelman will get 2 free throws.
That's really all John Jay's going to now be able to do. They have to foul, stop the clock, and you have to hope the Brooklyn College Bulldogs miss free throws here. 51.3 seconds to play. It's still a 3-possession game in favor of Brooklyn College, and Jai Kelman will go to the line. That's the 4th foul on number 23, Gino Ware.
Free throws up for Kelman is up. It's good. Brooklyn College now leads John Jay by 9 points as Michael Maldonado will check in for Jesse Higgins for John Jay.
Tariq Ashvili also checked into the game as well.
Kelman hits the second free throw. 15 points for Jai Kelman. He's had a big second half and first overtime. It's out. It's into the corner. Knocked away. Coming up with it is Robinson. Blocked by Lorenzo Williams. Out of bounds. Brooklyn College making a statement here in the first overtime. Checking into the game right now is Kendall Jordan and Gino Ware as Michael Maldonado and Tereshvili will get a rest for John Jay. 41.5 to go in the first overtime. 26 on the shot clock as John Jay will inbound. Inbounds pass goes to Jordan. Jordan caught up. It's to Griffith. Griffith in the corner. Gets it to Owens. Owens a quick three-pointer. Off the side rim, no good. Rebounded by Lorenzo Williams. No shot clock. As right now, John Jay has no choice but to foul Williams. And Brooklyn College looks to be closing in on a really exciting, impressive victory.
You got to give credit to Coach McAuliffe and what he did in that second half to get this message through to his players that they had to pick it up in the second half. They answered the call, and now the Bulldogs are closing in on a very impressive comeback win.
Williams' first free throw is up. It's good. Brooklyn College leads John Jay 81-70, 29 and 8-10 seconds to go here in the first overtime.
26 points for Lorenzo Williams.
Second free throw is up. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Ware. John Jay has to push to get the ball to Owens. Owens straight on 3. Off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Williams, and he's fouled immediately with 20.8 seconds to go here in the first overtime. Brooklyn College leads John Jay by 11 points. Foul is on
Creed Griffith.
That is his second personal foul.
And Lorenzo Williams will go back to the line to continue to build on his point total with just 20.8 to play.
As he'll get 2 more free throws. First free throw is up. Off the back rim, no good. As Tereshvili and Michael Maldonado will check in for Gino Ware and Kendall Jordan for John Jay. As Williams will get 1 more free throw. Williams, 26 points. Impressive evening for him. Second free throw is up. It's good as Steven Diaz will check into the basketball game for Lorenzo Williams. Williams will get a rest as he gets a big hug from Rich McAuliffe as he's carried them from start to finish.
Yeah, what a job he's done stepping up for the Bulldogs here tonight.
Robinson drives inside, lays it in uncontested. The lead is cut to 10 as Jai Kelman is fouled immediately by number 5 for John J. Robinson.
Fouls again. Oh, it's
number
on
34,
number
Maldonado, actually, my mistake.
Foul number 2 on him.
Personal foul as Kelman will get 2 free throws with 16.5 to go here in the first overtime. As Brooklyn College unexpectedly gets to their average of point total this season. Now of 83 points, 83-72. Jai Kelman now with 16 points.
Jai Kelman really came alive in that second half. He had no points in the first half, and here he comes 17 in the second half and the overtime.
Really good points as he is one of Brooklyn College's players who was really quiet in the first half. Owens gets it to the right wing to Griffith. Griffith drives uncontested, lays it up and in. 84-74 Brooklyn, 9 seconds to go. It's stolen away by Tereshvili. He lays it up and in. The lead is cut to 84-76 with 5.6 to go. Inbounds to Gitz. He's fouled immediately by Karady Griffith. 4.5, 10 seconds to go here in the first overtime as Jamel Gitz will get 2 free throws to try to ice this game even more.
Well, John Jay came out with 2 quick points, but unfortunately, the Bulldogs built the lead up just too much that it's too little too late.
Yeah, 10 straight points to start the first overtime. It took John Jay 3 minutes and 50 seconds to get their first basket.
Absolutely.
As the first free throw for Gist is up off the back rim, no good. 84-76 Brooklyn, 4 and 5, 10 seconds to go here in the first overtime. He'll get one more free throw. Free throw is up. In the air. No good. Owens will dribble it up. 2, 1. Forces up a 3. In and out, no good. And an impressive victory, a dramatic victory for Brooklyn College as they win the basketball game in overtime. 84-76. A valiant effort here in the second half and first overtime as Brooklyn College outscored John Jay 38-26 in the second half. And they outscored them 17-9 in the first overtime as we're getting set to get interviews right here from the Brooklyn College players. Just a great second half and overtime for Brooklyn College. Just what a game as they have fought valiantly. They have fought hard. Lorenzo Williams will be interviewed by my board operator, Mark Alkin, in a few seconds. What a game by him as he had 26 points in this game and 13 rebounds. And Nicholas Grasso will also be interviewed by my board operator, Mark Alkin. We'll throw it over to him right here. Take it away, Mark.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Nick Grasso. Nick, down 12 points at the half. Your coach had a simple message for you. Wake up. Now, what play in your mind do you think was the one that really flipped this game?
Oh, I mean, there was a couple, but honestly, it's not one play. It's just us as a team. That's just how I think it is. It's not one play at all. It's just how we played together as a team overall.
Very well done. Also, is there any point in the game where you decided you have to take over, or was it just so you guys come together as a unit?
It's never one man with this team. It's a team always, like I said. So whenever we're down, we got to stick together as a family and just come together, pull it out.
All right. Congratulations, Nick. Great game.
All right, that was Nicholas
here.
Grasso.
We'll be joined by Lorenzo Williams, but in the meantime, back to you, Joe. Oh, we got Coach
Let's bring Rich McAuliffe
Rich
as well.
McAuliffe over here. Coach, about as rough as about as rugged as you can get in the first half there. If there's one message, because I know Coach Shea told me after the half that the message that you guys had for the team was wake up. Exactly. Is there a play that you could definitely point to that you would say really flipped this game?
Flip the game? I was going to say, if you asked me the question about the first half, it would be every play. I think we hit a couple of buckets. We made some stops on defense, which we weren't doing in the first half. I got to hand it to John Jay. They played an excellent game, and they took us right down to the wire. But our guys just managed to fight through. Zoe took over in the overtime, and that was all she wrote. I mean, so I'm proud of the comeback of the kids. And look, we escaped this one. by the skin of our teeth, So, can we improve? Absolutely. We can't go, playing games like this against CUNYs. We know it was going to be tough.
Coach, you had tremendous leadership from Lorenzo.
Great game, Coach. Congratulations once again.
All
right, fellas, back to you.
All right, thank you, Mark. I just wanted to get one more word from McAuliffe. You had tremendous game today from Lorenzo Williams, a guy that's really, he can really come out on games when you need him. And after Exxon fouled out, Lorenzo just took over the rest of this game.
He's like a man against boys. No pun intended. In that overtime, he just took it upon himself and he said, well, I'm going to take this. 27 points, 15 rebounds. The guy played a terrific game. We fell asleep half the time. But thank God for him. Hey, look, we got guys coming off the bench giving us some great minutes, and Nick Grasso. What a defensive specialist he is. Jai had a bad first half, stepped it up in the second half. Everything came together, and when we started to go on a run, we're pretty tough to stop. But I got to hand it to John Jay. They played a hell of a game.
Absolutely.
And they did what they're supposed to do, against us. So.
Coach McAuliffe, thank you very much for your time. Congrats on the victory.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's bring in Lorenzo Williams for just a quick sec. Let's get Lorenzo. All right, Mark's with him. Quick, Mark.
Lorenzo, a very, very impressive comeback. Out of all the games you guys have played, where would you rate this one in terms of moments that you guys have had in this season?
I believe this was a tough one. We just came out. We came out strong in the second half because we know we're way better than how we was playing in the first half. So we just came out strong and played our game, shared the ball, rebound, play a little defense, and be aggressive. And I believe that was the reason why we came back and won.
I know at halftime, Coach Shea had a simple message for you guys: wake up, and wake up you did. Is there any message that you in particular had for your teammates at the half?
I just told them play with some heart, play with some courage. And just show the fans that we here to win every game, no matter who we play.
Thanks, Lorenzo. Job well done. All right, back to you, fellas.
That was Lorenzo Williams. Thank you, Mark. And again, the final score in overtime: the Bulldogs win 84 to 76. All right, Adam, you're here to wrap it up.
Yes, Lorenzo Williams. Absolutely, from start to finish, not the entire Brooklyn College team, from start to finish, looked like a man amongst boys. 27 points, 15 rebounds, as he was the only guy, with the exception of Exxon, to play well in that first half, in which Brooklyn College trailed by 12 points. And that first half was really unlike Brooklyn College, as they have so much depth, as we talked about. But in the second half, Jai Kelman stepped up, Jamel Gist stepped up, Nicholas Grasso stepped up, coming in, hitting 2 timely baskets in the paint, both of them for and ones to get to the free throw line. One gave Brooklyn College their first lead of the game, and the other one tied the game and eventually forced overtime. And Brooklyn College, in the second half, outscored them 17-9, scoring the first 10 points of the overtime. And after the first 10 points of the overtime was scored by Brooklyn College, that was pretty much all she wrote. And now Brooklyn College improves to 16 wins, 3 losses. John Jay, on the other hand, falls to 3-16, and they improve to 8-2 in the CUNYAC Conference. Brooklyn College does.
Absolutely. Next week's game will be at the Apex at Lehman College.
Another tough game. They're 11-7. So from the West Quad Gymnasium, I'm Adam Lockley, my broadcast partner John Perriente, and Mark Alkin on the board operator, saying so long from the West Quad Gymnasium. Have a great night.